Hey y'all, welcome to another episode of the Mase and Shady Show.
Ooh,
How
I
are
mean,
y'all doing?
loving.
I was in the studio last night.
Yes, I can see. Ain't nobody do it like my partner, cause what?
I came up with some lyrics, but maybe I'll bust out the lyrics later. But I do have
We're
a
not gonna
whole
give them all to them at one time. Not at one time.
because I'm like Candy. I ain't never skip a beat or a bag. So
Period.
how are y'all doing? We have a lot to talk about. It's been a lot of mess going on this week. And I have Chun-Li here tonight, aka Mase MARROW.
Yes. Cause we are ready to get into
You could have let me know what the theme was. You could have let me know if we was gonna be Bruce Lee.
I wasn't too sure because I was going because I had red here more earlier, and I was going for the red, but I had this thing together, and I was like, you know what? I need to pay tribute to the 2% of Japanese that's in my bloodstream. So I pay for 2% of Japanese. So then I go for the 2%. So let's go for a little Oriental look.
Oh yes, you look great tonight, and thank you for running that mouth. Thank you.
Hey,
a little something different, a new look, a new color, something different. So let's start off with the biggest story of the week, which was the Super Bowl. Not necessarily the game, which we didn't really. I wasn't really paying attention to the game.
I know. Did anybody who won? Because I don't know who won. I still don't know who won.
Well, I mean, I think it was Kansas City that won.
Okay, but congratulations, Kansas City.
We're talking about the halftime show with Rihanna. How do you think she did? First of all, in general, what do you think?
For Rihanna, it was okay. Yeah. It gave what Rihanna gives. Like Rihanna don't be giving too much. Like it's not. They expected something like spectacular. Her, I believe like the floating stage was cute. The little men in the white suits coming out looking like fighting sperm. They looked cute. The red was cute. I peeped a couple of this going on, and it was nice. She revealed that she's pregnant. Obviously, someone didn't wait 6 weeks, but so it was cute. It wasn't. I didn't expect too much from Rihanna. Like Rihanna.
Well, for me, the biggest thing was during the performance. I couldn't help but notice. Number one, she's stiff dancing, which is Rihanna, but also that she's kind of looking heavier in the midsection area. She's looking a little bit fuller. And me personally, I hesitate trying to accuse people of being pregnant because I've done that before and they were actually just big and they weren't really pregnant. And I was so embarrassed. So now I'm just like, is she pregnant? Is she? I don't know. I don't want to judge. She could be eating well, but it did appear that she was pregnant, and come to find out she is.
Yeah.
She just had the last baby in May.
I said, somebody didn't wait 6 weeks. Rihanna's get up in age. She don't want them eggs to turn powder on her, so she's trying to get them babies out. She's trying to shoot the babies out. And I don't blame her because just back to back.
Shoot the babies out.
Yeah, so because once you get past a certain age, it's probably harder for women to conceive and stuff like that. So now that she's settled in, because I doubt if we're gonna get an album. Like, and who do you want an album? Like,
well, at this point, it's not really necessary. It will only be for like the fans. At this point,
I really.
She keeps talking about it, but she said in an interview in her Vogue. We're gonna talk about her Vogue spread in a minute. But she, in that interview, said that she found out she was pregnant after she had already signed on to do the Super Bowl. She signed on a while ago.
Yeah.
So she found out she was pregnant. I thought the performance was okay, especially given the fact that she was pregnant and she was hoisted in the middle of the air for most of the performance. I thought that she did a fair job, even though she was singing over a track. And, she wasn't really singing live. We just glad to see her,
I don't expect too much from Rihanna. Like I said, I'm still listening to her album From Music of the Sun. Like, I I like her old stuff. It's not. I don't even want a new album. She could just repeat. She has a lot of hits, so she did her hits, and that's all we want Rihanna to give. Like, I'm more focused on this photo shoot because I think that's the real tea in the photo shoot. I did not like the photo shoot.
Some people were not feeling the photo shoot, and I'm going to express what the people are saying. These are not my opinions. These are those of the people. So they're saying this picture in particular,
I don't like that picture at all.
Paints off black men as, submissive, weak.
No, he looks like a bitch.
Manly in the front.
He looking a bitch in the back.
ASAP, and dragging behind his wife. His wife is holding his hand, carrying him forward. He got the baby. He kissing the baby. He got on a necklace. He's real pretty, and she's like looking real strong, like a strong black woman.
I don't know who did the conception or the concept for this photo shoot, and if I don't know me personally, if I would feel some type of way, like for the concept, like don't make my man feel less than. I already make more money than him. He already looking like the babysitter. I don't like, and I was discussing this actually with my husband earlier because I was like, I didn't like this picture, the way they portrayed him. Because some people, even if the woman is the breadwinner, my husband is still the lead. He's the king of the household, and he needs to stand beside me. He's looking like the queen. But I want him beside me, not me leading him, not me pulling him, and he in the back holding the baby, looking like a bitch. You know what I'm saying? I'm pulling him. I'm like, oh, come on, hurry up, get the diaper bag. All he needed was the diaper bag on his shoulder. Like, that's all that's missing in this photo. And I didn't like it. And if it was, I don't know, it's not my photo shoot. Rihanna, she's in the tax bracket. I can't even understand. So if she like it, if that's what, but it did come off to me personally. I don't like to see black men portrayed like this because
like they really feminized.
Yeah, because even like even with our Caucasian counterparts, like with like Jewel and her husband that she took from Brandy Glanville, the cutie. When they taking pictures, obviously Jewel makes more money than him. She's never leading him. You know what I'm saying? Like leading them, they're side by side. They're standing as a united front.
Vogue is racist. All these name brands, these high.
Yeah, this is why. As soon as they had the concept for this photo shoot, it made me personally. I'm like, what?
But the baby is adorable. The baby is adorable.
The baby is cute, very cute.
But y'all love to compare Rihanna to Beyonce. Rihanna is on her second child. I don't think she's in a rush to do an album. And I don't want a rushed album. If you're going to come back after however many years, it needs to be amazing.
No, because I don't even want an album after that. Lift me up. She could have put it down because no, put it down. Don't lift shit. Put it down. No. Mm-mm.
Yeah, I mean that song wasn't it for me. It fit the movie. Like if you watched the Black Panther movie, which I know you didn't.
It did. I did watch it because it came on free on Disney. About 2 weeks ago, I watched it the first day it came out on Disney. I was like, I got the Disney Plus, so I'm watching Black Panther. I enjoyed the Black Panther. It was pretty good. It wasn't all that, but it was all right.
It was good to me. It was good.
It was good, but I expected more.
What do you expect? What did you expect?
I don't know. It was just something missing for me. I don't know. It was just like the girl being I'm a little sexist. I
appreciate it was kind of weird for her to be.
Yeah, I don't want the girl to be the Black Panther. I don't
think she's gonna be the Black Panther for the next.
Yeah, I don't want her. Like, you just stay in there making the suits and stuff like that. Don't be sliding out trying to fight. Like, go sit down.
She was real lanky. I will admit.
Like, I want her to fight, but fight when it's called for, or whatever. Just like the whole Black Panther. I'm mad Angela Bassett got taken out. I'm like, what? No. As soon as she cut her dress,
she won for that role. She won an award,
and she deserved it because she gave. Angela gives and gives and gives. Like her and Viola, they are givers. They are thespians. Like, they give to a part, and she gave and gave and gave to that part, and I was a little sad that that she's passed. They killed her off, and that it was just sad.
I don't think ASAP has a bad rap as other people in the industry, aka Chris Brown. But we're gonna talk about Chris Brown in a minute. Got him switched because he
I'm so sorry. You was breaking up.
Yeah, we are breaking up, so I don't know how to stop that.
Yeah, it's just the reception.
But I do feel like the Vogue spread did feminize him, and that it was a cute picture. It was a cute look.
It was cute, but like I said, in the spectrum of things, and being that
black women, but this strong black woman thing.
Don't call me a strong black woman ever in your life. If you call me a strong black woman, you are insulting me. I'm not strong. I'm not a strong black. I'm not strong. I'm a weak. I'm a weak brown woman. Like I fall, I will trip and fall.
You don't have to necessarily be weak, but when you're always a strong black woman, nobody considers you. Nobody thinks about you because they always feel like, oh, you got it, or
yeah, and I don't. Like I tell my husband all the time, I'm not no strong black woman. Don't try it. You will not leave me with these kids and thinking I'm strong and I could do it on my own. I can't. You know what I'm saying? I can't. No.
Yes, I do agree with running that mouth is saying there are other parts to this. It was about Rihanna. It wasn't about ASAP.
Then he shouldn't have been in the photo shoot. If it wasn't about him, he shouldn't have been in the photo shoot. And being the dynamic of their relationship, knowing that Rihanna is a billionaire with the Savage Fenty, she's a beauty mogul. You understand, like that? And so already it looks like, okay, she picked up this guy from Harlem. You know what I'm saying? And it's Rihanna, and she picks up ASAP Rocky. It's already that stigma out there, and so it's like playing into the stigma by her leading him on that picture of Vogue. If it wasn't about him, why was he there? Why is you here? It should. If it wasn't about you, you shouldn't have been in the photo shoot. You're making it about your family, and I think they should have stood a little bit side to side. That's just for me.
That would have been more appropriate, but I do feel like the media likes to push certain agendas. And they are trying to emasculate black men, and
yeah, because he looks like all he needed was the baby bag on his shoulder. All he needed was the baby bag
and the necklace. And I mean, I'm not saying that he's feminine, but
he's a little eccentric. I would say he's
pretty. I will say that he's pretty.
I don't even think he's attractive.
Y'all put necklace on him, and
he ain't my type. I don't find him attractive, but at all. I don't find him attractive at all.
I mean, pretty as
but he's eccentric. He's you saw him wrapped up with that blanket. Like, where did you get that quilted blanket from?
He always wears like borderline stuff anyway.
And so maybe that's Rihanna's attraction to him, because I like a little bit of a weird guy that's like a little different. So maybe that's the attraction to him, but I don't know. And I think that photo shoot really made him look like a young lady.
But, shout out to Rihanna. She looks happy with, her man, and she's welcoming a new baby in the world. I will just say, just let your charcuterie board rest for a little while. Just let it breathe.
She said she can't. Okay. She said she can't. She got to get him out. She got to pop him out because time is a wasting.
Speaking of time wasting, let's get on to this Wonder Bread news. Usually we don't cover Wonder Bread on this channel, but we have to talk about Kim Hosiak house going into foreclosure after this story broke like a couple months ago, and she denied the rumors. She was talking about, calling everybody haters for writing that in the blogs. And now it's come up that her house in the next few days is going to be for sale. The same one that she was talking about.
I saw this comment when she said it wasn't in foreclosure the first time. No, you scraped up, you sold some wigs and got your money up. Hey, Cleo, you done got your money up and you saved the house. That's what happened. You got saved, but you was in desperate needs before. So I knew you was going to be right back.
I'm not a fan of Kim Zolciak.
Me neither.
I don't delight in people's downfall, but at the same time, I cannot help but remember how you treated those the Black Housewives on the show when you felt like you made it with Croy and you was gonna walk off into Wonder Bread Land and just live happily ever after. You got your own spinoff undeservingly because you're not that interested on your own. You got your own spinoff, which Bravo, as most companies do, they cater to the persuasion. And, and I felt like this was kind of like them saying, well, since you're not a good fit for Atlanta anymore, we're going to give you your own show.
Yeah, I think it was her crying when she cried and on that stage, and you see what they're doing to me, and Corey in the backstage acting like he has security, and she's talking about the Black girls are doing to me. Like you would like, oh my God, this white woman, I'm so scared. You're not scared with you and your wig, child, please. Ain't nothing scared of.
And then like she was acting like she deserved a prize for being the only white woman on the show.
Like I'm here with all these Black women, and I'm scared, and
I'm standing next to all these Black women attacking me, and
that's was what she really get. I don't feel sorry for her. I want her, the kids, out on the street. They could be in the street for all I care. I do not give a damn. She thought she was doing something when she got Croy. All she got was a big booty and some bills that she couldn't pay. I don't give a damn either way. Oh well, Kim, that's what you get.
Mase, can you mute for a second while I play Kim Zolciak bragging about her home? Y'all listen to this. Let me see, get that.
To go for $257,000, you're an idiot. Okay, for real. So what are you gonna do, haters, when I'm here for Christmas and I'm here for my birthday in May and I'm here for all these amazing dates? I'm here until I fucking want to move out, until I decide I don't want to live here anymore. So enjoy the view, haters, because you're going to be seeing it for quite some time. You guys think?
Did y'all see the view, haters? Did y'all see the view of her foreclosed home? Did y'all see that? Did the haters see?
See, this is so ironic. See, don't brag. This is what people get for bragging. You counting your chickens. You counting your chickens before they hatch. Like, girl, and look where you at.
So, like I said, I don't delight in her downfall, but I don't feel bad for her either. I mean, it just is what it is. Hopefully, she can go back into her townhome. Do she still have that townhouse?
I'm not sure. I'm not sure if that townhouse is still available, but she should have always kept it because the townhouse was more reasonable for her. Like I don't even understand like why you needed.
Croy hasn't worked since he got with Kim.
Right, like
what is he doing?
Croy, I think Corey's a real
Black men bums and all of this, but these white men be sitting doing the same thing. Y'all don't say nothing about him.
Maybe she's Big Mama. Maybe Big Mama wasn't even Candy. Maybe it was Kim.
And she stole the whole tardy for the party thing from Candy. The song. You used the song for your new show. Candy should have been paid for that. Candy lost a lot of money dealing with Kim. And
yes, she did. And you know what it is? And I think Candy was more of a friend to her. Hey, I think Candy was really thought she had a friendship in Kim. And then now that, like, come on now, because Kim is dead wrong with the song, and now I'm not wanting to give Candy
use the song
her money like
on your new show. It's playing in the background.
No, but you were collecting all that money. Like she said, when the money goes into the sound thing, like you didn't think once that Candy's owed anything. Like you didn't think, like you were scared with your sundress coming in the studio crying with your I don't want to go in the studio. I'm scared with my sundress. And Candy ushered you in there, wrote the song, told you how to say the song, told you what cadence to use. She did basically everything but sing the damn song, and she did. She did
sing part of the song.
She was in the background. Whoa. Like
the whole hook. She did it for you. Yeah. She made it easy for you to make money.
She babied you. She coached you. She coddled you through the process.
That's what her ancestors taught her how to do, and that's what they've been doing. Is stepping on the backs of us to get ahead.
They always have, and they don't feel sorry when the global warming comes and they start to spontaneously to combust. and we be here left on the planet.
Candy
We are
is
the
better
superior
than me.
race.
So we are gonna move on to the next thing.
Hey, LMB.
And I see Mims has joined the chat.
Hey, Mims. Because
So-
actually he broke the story about Kim and this photo. I saw it on his channel.
So the next story, we got to talk about Wendy Williams.
This is my.
Oh, the people are accusing Wendy of faking her illness to get out of paying alimony.
Sure did. She sure did.
I'm not saying it's true or not, but that's what the people are speculating. And if that's what she is doing, I think that's a very.
Let me tell you something. I am one of the people because I've been watching Wendy. You don't even know, me and Wendy go back about 20, 30 years. You know what I'm saying? I used to drive around in the car and just listen to Wendy on the radio just to hear. I wouldn't listen to her in the house. I'll listen to her in the car. I love Wendy. I know her like the back of my hand. I know what she likes. I know what she eats. And like I said this before. I said, Wendy is a woman after my heart. I will rent a wheelchair. We will play a role. You see, I'm Japanese today. We will play a role. Like if I gotta rent a wheelchair, I will. You're not going to play me. Like
the
Wendy,
money is running out.
The
money is running out, you guys. And Sharina allegedly called Wendy to see if they could patch things up. You know,
Noah, like I said, Wendy knew about this woman. Noah, like you, when you was in good, you wanted to take my man for yourself. That's the problem. See, this is where the audacity. It's called audacity. It's the audacity of a hoe. Audacity. The audacity of you. I let you sleep with my man. I let you have all this stuff. I allow my man to be with you. I allow. Or you think Wendy know everybody else's business? She thinks she don't know her own? Wendy knew about this woman as soon as this woman came on the scene. She knew where this woman was at, but Wendy she thought she had the control because I'm paying for everything. I'm allowing y'all to go on vacation.
They were using Wendy for a long time to fund their lifestyle.
But it wasn't so much as using Wendy. Wendy, it was a mutual understanding. Like I said, you cannot tell me, and this is all in my head, you cannot tell me that Wendy did not know about this girl. You cannot tell me that Wendy didn't have a budget. She had a Serena budget.
She didn't have a plan. She didn't have a plan.
I think she had a Serena budget. She had a Serena budget on the side for Kevin and for Serena to be comfortable, for Serena not to go to the blogs, for Serena not to tell that she's sleeping with, because for her to be quiet all that time, it was a Serena budget in the thing. Like when Kevin
she didn't want to be embarrassed. You know how some women are like, if you cheat on me, but
she already knew, because a lot of women of affluence and money of money, they know who their man is. This is the girl. At least I know who she is. This girl went up into Dr. Sadie's mountain over there up in Panama with the son when the son got addicted to synthetic marijuana and got all messed up. Wendy had to still work. Who was with? Allegedly, she was with Kelvin and Kelvin Jr. up in the mountains with Dr. Sadie's trying to change the diet and get his head right back in the thing. Wendy knew about this girl, but now you took it too far because you got pregnant by my man and you kept the baby. And you took it too far. I can't be embarrassed with the baby. Wendy got a new foot right now. Wendy was out with her pink fur.
And also, Sharina, I don't know if she's going to stick beside him because the money is dried up. Kelvin is suing everybody that he can to get some type of funds up. They're saying his house is allegedly into foreclosure as well because he cannot pay his homeowners association bill. I don't know if that's true or if it's
he said it out his mouth. He said that he has a bad hip. He needs surgery on his hip. His car note is back up. The home insurance, the homeowners thing is up. He needs to pay things. He said this out of his own mouth. But Wendy owes them nothing. Serena's probably going to run back to Monk's Corner, where she's from. Send the whole back.
They're saying that Sharina has a whole man on the side.
Allegedly. I had heard that. Allegedly, I had heard that, but I don't know if Serena's going to stick around for the broke Kelvin. And like, this is what he gets, because a lot of men like this, these old tired thugs, that you were nothing without Wendy, and you said that you made Wendy like, oh, the man behind the purple chair. If you were the man behind the purple chair and you made Wendy, make another one. Make another one. Make another one. Make Serena into Wendy. If you made Wendy, you didn't not make Wendy. Was Wendy before you, and she's going to be Wendy after you. Yes. But all I know, my girl Wendy was outside with her pink camera on, long furrow, so New York, and she had her Yankee fitted on, and she was looking a little dazed, and she's still looking a little crazy, but at least she's outside. At least we know Wendy's well. Wendy's celebrating. I'm happy for Wendy. Are we stuck?
We're breaking up a little bit, so you can see me. We were breaking up a little bit. I don't know what's going on with the StreamYard.
Yeah, I think when they go back and play the replay, it'll play straight out. But I'm happy for Wendy.
Yeah, I think if Wendy is faking her illness, I'm not saying faking her illness, but making her condition seem worse than what it is for us, because she was at one point doing a lot of publicity stunts, like talking crazy outside, acting like she was talking with her parents. And was this all a ploy for her to be like declared mentally unstable, or for her to not be able to pay these checks? Or was it possible that her money getting tied up by Wells Fargo was part of the whole scheme?
Yeah, this was a scheme Todd set up
to stop the payments for Sharina and them. Because at the end of the day, as a grown man, how are you relying on your ex-wife to fund your new wife and your new baby?
It's not even his wife. That's your old girlfriend. And because you're not going to marry her, because if you marry her, that's going to definitely negate the support. This is what Kelvin gets. I don't give a damn about his hip. I don't give a damn about that baby. And Serena, y'all know what y'all did to Wendy. Y'all dead wrong. Wendy allowed you to have a girlfriend. And this is what you do?
I think Wendy is going to have the last laugh. At the end of the day, I think when it's all said and done, Wendy's going to pop out like before she fell out, like with that outfit on. She's going to pop back and, be the old Wendy. I think she had to figure out a way to get from under Kelvin, because he had his claws gripped into her and into her money.
So, yeah, but that was her fault. I think it's just when you want a thug and you need protection, when needing protection goes wrong, because a lot, like, they're not from the same world. Like Kevin and Wendy, like, sometimes you want a thug. Like Wendy's from Jersey. She's from the Jersey Shore. You know what I'm saying? She's from up here where the girls talk like this. You know what I'm saying? She was real. She's from the Jersey Shore. She ain't no hood chick like me. I'm from the hood. You know what I'm saying? She's not that. I could deal with a Kelvin. Like Wendy, she has to deal with him in a different way. She's dealing with him business and being smart and moving strategically behind the scenes. That's what she's doing, and I think that's what she's done. And hopefully that foot was fake. Who knows? That probably was a whole fake foot she had up there.
I think she's sick, but I think that she's
putting 10 on 20. Like she's gonna, exaggerate it and
on it to get out of payments.
I need her to find a new foot, sew that shit on, and keep it moving and come back, like, for real.
But we're gonna keep Wendy in prayer that she makes a full recovery, and we will see her on the other side. We got one more topic before we go into commercial. And let us know what you think about our new intro. So we got to talk about this Ray J and Raz B beef real briefly, because it was nothing. So allegedly, I saw the video of, I guess, Ray J pushed Raz B in the club, and Raz B didn't do nothing about it. I'm just summing it all up. And Raz B went on social media, acted big, bad, and tough. Both of these guys, I don't think can bust a grape in a fruit fight.
It's like Where's my gym twin at? Where's Princess? Where's Princess? Because this is our twin. Raz B is our he's a triplet.
That's not a good group of people,
right? Right. That's what I'm saying, because he's a June 13th as well. But for him to get out here and you should have handled your business right then and there. You let Ray J, of all people, you let Brandy's brother shove you. It's not a good look. Like, you just looking like a punk. And then be in the background, the background story about the molestation, the M's and stuff like that. It just, people are just making fun of him. And Either fight or shut up.
I think number one, neither one of these guys are tough guys, in my opinion. Like I said, it's just ridiculous. I'm just gonna share really quickly Raz B's response after the fact, after people was making him feel a certain type of way when the video was leaked of Ray J pushing him in the club. So, Mase, can you mute for a second? Can you mute for a second while I play the video?
Dang, I will go. Fucker. I call from Wet 100. Niggas is questioning my manhood, talking about Ray J faded me. Listen, Ray, you my brother. I respect you. We business partners, but nigga, guess what? I gotta catch this motherfucking fade, nigga. Real talk, nigga. Fuck the fight. I don't give a fuck if 2 people show up, nigga. I don't give a fuck if it's 2 views, nigga. Shit, it may be 1,000 people. Shit, if you get your sister to sing the national anthem, you always gonna be Brandy's little brother, nigga.
So when he said 2 of yous, I was done. Also, the cigarette.
He is a passive aggressive Gemini, and I'm gonna ask the 8-ball. I'm gonna bring the 8-ball in on this. Will Raz B beat Ray J's ass?
He should be Chris Stokes behind. Wasn't that the person on top of you that had you hemmed up? But you want to fight Ray J. I'm trying to understand. Chris Stokes was the one allegedly got you feeling a certain type of way.
They said not at all. Not at all. Not at all. The A-Ball has spoken. Not at all. It's not going to happen. They both can't fight. They both going to be swinging and missing. Swinging and missing. That's all they're going to be getting.
Windmilling.
It's going to be windmilling and missing.
To commercial break. I'm about to refill my drink. Make sure y'all like, comment, and subscribe to our channel. And make sure y'all donate.
Yes, and let us know how y'all feeling the new intro, because I'm feeling it. I'm loving it.
The new look, the new color. And return, we'll be talking about the false prophetess who was prophesying against Beyonce. So we're gonna go on commercial break. We'll be right back. Make sure y'all hit that like button.
I'm just feeling that. That is so melodic, you know. Little.
Wait till y'all hear the lyrics. Wait till y'all hear the lyrics.
See, I cannot wait.
So let's get into this prophetess. Because let me pull up all my receipts. Let me get my phone.
See, this is when you got to pull out stuff like this lady.
You got to pull out stuff for a woman like this. I'm not going to call her anything other than a child of God. But we just let me get my phone. You go ahead, Mase.
This is a hot mess. This woman has came out and said all these malicious things about Beyonce, but she was once a fan of Beyonce and Jay-Z. And I find it, I already have my opinions about the church and organized religion, as far as that, my personal opinion. But this was a mess, girl. You could have got up on that Sunday morning and you could have been talking to your congregation about, let's come together. Let's try to build a foundation. Let's try to get something together to cure cancer. or something like that. And you like, I don't understand why organized religion, usually Black religions, Christians and Baptists, are the most hateful people in the, like, they're so hateful. Like they're against gays, they're against this, they're against that. But you want people to follow you and come to you, and Jesus is love. Like, I cannot wait till they go meet their maker and they find out everything that they were spewing down here was lies, and they get cast in the pits of hell, and they get, the first ticket to the fish fry.
Hold on, we not casting people nowhere.
I'm casting her to hell, because it's sad that you sit there as a woman of God and sit there on a Sunday morning and get up there and talk about your congregation, your parishioners buying Beyonce tickets, when you can be doing something much better for the community, much better for your you can be telling people, like, we need to get together, find a foundation, find doctors, to this, that, and third, to cure cancer. You can be talking about much more better God-fearing things than Beyonce. And about people spending, because if they're giving you the money, churches, in my opinion, ain't nothing but a scam. It's all thing. Religion is nothing but a thing to keep control over you, so they can have control of you. Because if everybody didn't have something to believe in, everybody would run them up. That's the only reason a religion is around, in my opinion, is to control you. But I do not like what this lady said.
So let me say this. So basically, for y'all who don't know, this is Tiffany Montgomery. She's a pastor, prophetess, whatever you want to call it.
A prophetess.
A sermon recently where she condemned anybody for going to the Beyonce concert. She's saying it's a satanic ritual. You're being initiated, and how dare you call yourself a Christian if you are a part of the Beehive, and all this other stuff.
But this is so, like, this is just, I can't even say how I really feel, because my mouth would just.
I can say how I really feel, because we just came off the Grammys where Sam Smith did a whole satanic performance. Do we see anybody going after Sam Smith?
Yeah, that one white lady that was down to the Central Park that caused him to.
No, I'm talking about, we as Black people, we always attack our own more than anybody else. Sam Smith did a whole satanic performance. Nobody is going off on him. No pastors are speaking out. Where the pastors at? Nobody had nothing to say. Nobody has nothing to say.
It's just a double standard for me. It's a double standard. It's the thing, because, like, even with people, Baptist and Christian, a prophetess, like, people who have, like, true, but people, it's seers out there. It's people that see things. It's people that think, because I have the gift of seeing things that I don't want. I don't want it. I don't want to see what I see. I don't want to feel what I feel. I don't want it. Like, that's something that you don't want. And for people for her to sit up there and say she's a prophetess, what exactly is a prophetess? Like, what exactly is that? And they would call people that seers, that can see, of the devil and stuff. But you fall out and talk in tongues. What is that? Like, you fall out and talk. It's such a double standard and such a thing. Like, what do you call that? What do you call you being a prophetess? Like, you think you could see something.
But also, like, the people had to dig into her background, and they found out that she did go to a Beyonce concert.
She was a fan of Jay-Z and Beyonce.
She was a fan of Jay-Z and Beyonce. She spoke out about Jay-Z calling himself Hove, which is short for Jehovah, which I can understand that portion of it, because I don't necessarily agree with that part. But at the same time, we just had Sam Smith do a whole satanic performance. Y'all not preaching on that. But for whatever reason, she felt compelled to talk about Beyonce. And now I feel compelled to bring up her stuff. Not just...
bring up her shaking her behind.
Not just her Beyonce tweets in the past of her loving the concert, but she also wrote sex books in the past about being a mistress. This is via the Palace Report. Let me see. Do I have it pulled up? This is her book, Millionaire Mistress 3. You see the name?
Yes.
Tiffany Montgomery.
But it's such a double standard and such the lies. Like, girl, stop it. Religion is organized. you just collecting money, because if they was taking that Beyonce ticket money, donating it to your agenda, it wouldn't be a problem.
Yeah. So that's not the only book. There's another book. Hold on. Is that the same picture? Hold on. She wrote multiple books about they're all sex books. You know, books, but you're supposed to be the pastor. You're supposed to be the pastor, and you writing sex books.
But this is the thing. If you want people to come to Jesus, and yeah, Jay-Z called himself Ho, because he is. We are God. We all are God. God is in our DNA. Like, it's in our DNA. We are God. And if he called himself Ho, so and for her to get out here and use a ho, a hoe writing books about
books about being a mistress. How is that?
Yeah, please.
You go from mistress to prophetess. I'm not saying God can't do it, because he can do all things.
No, but you could be a hoe and a prophetess, I guess, at the same damn time. But the point is, you can be a hoe and a prophetess at the same time. And you have to realize that people have gifts, and the gifts that God bestowed upon people, he didn't just give it to the righteous. He didn't just give it to that. You have people that's bums in the street, that's homeless, that can see, and it's more holier and more than these people sitting up in church. Like, these churches should explode the type of demons and devils that's sitting up in there. Like, and I know, because I know a couple of demons and devils that sit in church. I'm like, this church didn't blow up yet? Like, really?
I mean, the church is for everybody, but at the same time, I don't feel like you should use your pulpit to attack. Even Michelle Williams had to come out and basically say, get to know God for yourself. That's basically what she said.
The whole thing
that's what y'all need to do.
If you are trying to bring people to God, why would you sit there and judge people and say this thing? If anything, you would want to come from a place of understanding. Like, to be so religious and say God is love is so much hate. It's so much hate. You can't do this. You can't do this. You do this. You're deemed to hell. You're going to hell. You go. How do you know? The Bible was a man-written thing. They done twisted the words around so many damn times and twisted things. You don't even know who you are.
This prophetess don't have a heaven or a hell to put anybody in. So make sure you know God for yourself. God is not checking to see if you're a beehive or not when you get called to the gate. When you get called to the gate, it's going to be about you. It's not going to be about beehive or anything else. It's going to be about you.
I would love to be a fly on the wall when these people roll over to the next life.
They was falling out. I
want to be a fly on the wall. I wish I could have that power of seeing people when they go to the gates and they go and they find out everything that they were spewing on earth is a lie. Like, everything they believe was a lie. Like, I would love to think everything you sat here and believed, everything you sat that you damn people to hell was a lie. Like, I want to see their faces when they're burning.
So let's get on to something lighter. Let's talk about Tommy and her publicity stunt that she pulled this week, which people are calling it a publicity stunt because it doesn't make any sense.
That was the craziest.
So, for y'all who don't know, Tommy Lee went live this week claiming that a stalker was at her home. She opened the door. It was a disabled man. He obviously has some type of disability. He has some type of mental disability and some type of physical disability because
he was little. He was a little person.
He was little bit, and I was looking at his arms, and he has some structural issues.
He probably is a what do you call them? The type of dwarfism they have. I forgot because I used to watch a lot of Little Women LA, so I learned a lot about the dwarfisms.
But he looks like he got mental issues as well.
Yeah, he looked a little slow.
So he showed up to the door and was like, he had flowers. He was like, "Baby, it's me." Like, he been talking to her, and Tommy acted confused, but she recognizes him because her friend messes with him, and I felt like that was weird. So
he's a friend of her friends, but when she said, if I gotta whack you," I fell out. When she was like, Tommy, like, if I gotta whack you, like, turn off the thing. Like, no, I'm keeping it on.
Thank you, Running That Mouth. I'm so glad y'all like the song. Y'all
Yes,
are
the
gonna
intro is
it.
fire, fire, fire.
But so that's not even the worst part. So she calls her friend on FaceTime who knows him. I think personally the friend is catfishing old dude. Allegedly, he sold his house for Tommy, and he thought he was talking to Tommy. He sold his house. He's been giving her money for years. So I don't know how he found her address to her Airbnb, but I think she might have been living there. But he came to her house allegedly. She let him in the house. She questioned him, then made him do chores, then put a restraining order on him after you done made him clean in your house. You
I
invited
didn't
this
even
man
see
into
that
your
part
house.
to today. I didn't see that.
This
Last
is not
time
on
I
the
saw
video.
it,
This
she
is
was.
after the video.
Yeah, because
You
the
put a
last
restraining
video
order
I
on
saw, they were in the lobby, and she was like, she had the camera on, and she was questioning him or whatever. But I saw the video from you actually from Shady Room on Instagram. I saw that video, and she was, hey, thick girl. She was in, he was in the kitchen washing dishes. I'm like, wait, what the hell?
She made him wash the dishes. Meanwhile, your friends are scamming the disabled, and that's a problem. Out of his home, y'all made him sell his home.
Because this was like really weird on so many levels. Like, I don't even know what was going on. Because first of all, if that's your friend to where you can call her, you calling her up. She never wants to, and she said on the other end of the phone, like, Tommy, he said he's been talking to you for 5 years. Girl, you know Tommy, and do you know she was dating any little people? Why didn't you, as a friend, be like, look, my homeboy said that he's messing with you. Is this you on the phone? Like, it just didn't make any sense. It was just weird, but it was hilarious. Like,
either Tommy, it was a publicity stunt for Zeus, or your friends are scamming the disabled and using your photos to scam people and giving out your real information. How did this man find out where did you live?
Right. That was just weird. That was just crazy. But speaking of Zeus, the quick little take on that Bad Girls Club. I'm feeling the Bad Girls Club this season. I think that Tommy can definitely, if she play her cards right, she can take Natalie's position. I think that Tommy can definitely take Natalie's position because Natalie is doing nothing on the season but sitting there looking scared. Natalie always has fear in her eyes.
She's the Shawnee. She's there to produce.
No, but she's not even the Shawnee. At least Shawnee had some type of control. And when Shawnee came in the room, Shawnee struck fear in these ladies' thing. Shawnee said, your services is no longer needed. Zeus, and Brandy was scared. Am I fired? Am I fired? Shawnee struck a certain amount of fear in them ladies. Natalie is not. The ladies is Christian think is she running Christian? She thinks that the show is all about her. She's like, well, if I'm here, I'm putting you on by me being here. Natalie is supposed to be running. You supposed to be the OG, the old hoe of the Bad Girls Club. You should be the one that comes, and you shouldn't even be there with the girls. You should have a separate house. The girls need to, whatever they get into, and they call Natalie, like, Natalie, Razor, and such and such is fighting. Natalie, I'm coming. You rush over, and you come and you settle the like what's going on, this and third, and you settle the beef and whatever, and you be like, come together, we going out tonight. That's how it should be. You should be sitting on the bed looking scared. She's sitting on the bed scared because they're about to fight, and she's scared somebody gonna punch her eye. Tommy took the reins on this past episode. I was feeling Tommy. I already feeling Tommy because she's a Gemini and we here. We both crazy. You know what I'm saying? But Tommy took the reins. Tommy came in. Tommy played the big sister role. Like, look, girl, you about your business. You don't want to be out here fighting. If you want to fight, shoot the fair one. But think about your businesses. She played the role that Natalie should have played, and I think Tommy can definitely take over and take Natalie's position because at this point, Lemuel, why is that? Like, why is you here? In the words of Jocelyn, why is you here? Natalie does not need to be there. We know that this is her brainchild, but sometimes you need to be pushed out the way.
All right, so for the next topic, we're going to talk about Chris Brown and y'all's selective outrage. Now, Chris Brown is not my favorite. He is not my favorite by far. But for some reason, y'all selectively want to get mad over stuff that happened 10, 15 years ago and won't let that go. I guess because Rihanna was doing her press tour and everything, it was bringing up old stuff, and then people, brought up the Rihanna stuff again, namely including the Gap girl from Cheetah Girls, Kylie.
The hoe?
The Gap girl with the
hoe.
supremacist.
Allegedly.
The supremacist, the one who slept with the whole B2K
the thick
and is bragging about it.
The thick-tongued hoe.
So she was attention seeking on Twitter, basically calling Chris Brown out for beating women because of his recent collab with Chloe. A lot of people aren't feeling that Chloe should be doing a collab with Chris Brown. I feel like mine as well. I mean, he's been making music this whole time. So what's the problem?
First of all, thick tongue. At this point, thick tongue, Keely, you need to shut the hell up. She sound like my mother. Oh, I want to punch in the mouth every time she talk. She sound like, girl, I'm gonna need you to take a couple of speech. Lift your tongue. Think light as a feather. Lift your tongue at this point, girl. And girl, you just slept with the whole B2K. You let the B2K allegedly run a train on you. You need to shut up. And let's not forget what you did to Notori. You and that Adrienne Bailon. I don't like you.
And at that time, they was messing with alleged men at the same time because Chris Stokes was in that bed as well. So you was dealing with a lot of Jews, Kylie. So,
but we're not even talking about the Jews. Look what you did to a black woman, Notori. You and Adrienne hating ass Bailon. You and Adrienne hating on this brown skinned girl, on the chocolate girl with the voice. You're trying to put your little light skinned self forward, and y'all threw KFC. Good KFC. I love KFC. Y'all threw a 2-piece and a biscuit. And speaking of Wendy broke that story. Notori didn't even know she was out the group. Wendy told Notori, you out the group, right? But she didn't even know. But you said
it's not really about Kylie. It's really about Chris Brown and the fact that he's
but how are you of all people discussing him and his abuse of black women when you abused a black woman? You sat there and threw a 2-piece in this black woman's face. Of 2-piece of KFC, good KFC chicken, in her face and a biscuit. Why would you do that to that black woman? And you did it when you were young. Chris Brown was, how old was they? They were young. They were with money. And like Rihanna said, that was a mutual combat. Like I said, he shouldn't have beat her. You know what I'm saying? Her face, the pictures of her face was disturbing. But these were kids. They were young with money. Who knows what was involved or whatever. I haven't seen Chris Brown really slapping hoes around or beating his ass.
Well, hold on. Rihanna was not the only person that he went across the head. He went across Karrueche's head. Karrueche had to put a restraining order out.
Did he?
He also, let me finish. He also was tearing up people's sets, having temper tantrums, throwing chairs out of windows, and it rubbed a lot of people the wrong way. So he was blacklisted because if none of that stuff would have ever happened, I feel like Chris Brown would have been a way bigger star than what he is. But because of what happened is with Rihanna, with Karrueche, with all the other women, and not to mention he's colorist. So if he's dark skinned going into his section, he's gonna make you get up and leave.
But let me tell you something. Chris Brown is not my type of guy because he don't like us. You know what I'm saying? He don't like brown girls. He likes racially ambiguous girls.
If he's a black woman, it's gonna be a mixed black woman.
Right? He like racially ambiguous women, and that's what he like. And people need to know their position and know their lane. Like Chris Brown don't like you, so all these brown skinned girls that be after Chris Brown
defending him, y'all defended him for what? Because he don't even like y'all.
That's what I'm saying. Like, he don't like y'all. That's first of all. But what I'm saying is the situation. Come on now. Why you still like Horny and Keely? Like, girl, you done did a lot of stuff to black women. Wrong messenger. And I think Chris Brown was wrong for bringing up Blueface.
No, Chris Brown, in his defense, he brought up a lot of white celebrities who had domestic violence issues that it hasn't hurt their career. And that's what we need to stop doing, is try to compare ourselves to Persuasion, because Persuasion can get away with a lot. Persuasion gets away with murder.
But did we hear Blueface response? Did you guys hear? Did y'all hear Blueface response? I think it was hilarious. He said, I don't think it was right, but I think it was funny. He said, you beat up on the wrong bitch. He said, you basically you beat the bitch that just did the Super Bowl. That was hilarious to me. And the way,
okay,
Krishan was laughing in the background
because she's been trying to get on for a minute. So let me stop sharing and ask Simone LaBouche.
Hey, Simone.
Hello. How are you guys? Let me just say from the top, I love this show and I love the new intro. It's just as sexy.
Oh, thank you.
It's just as sexy and on point as the two of you.
Oh, thank you.
Oh, thank you.
No, thank you. Thank you for the honest reporting that you bring. I love these true conversations. Now tell me, are we starting with Chris Brown or do you want me to start where you first began the episode?
Going on Chris, where we going?
You can start talk about whatever you want to talk about.
Okay, I once saw Rosie Perez in an interview in which she discussed her post-traumatic stress disorder, or some like to call it post-traumatic stress syndrome. She said she's not a doctor, but she can recognize it in others, and she most certainly recognized it in Chris. I don't know where his hatred of brown-skinned, dark-skinned women came, but it's there, and I won't deny it, and I am a light-skinned Black woman. Let me say that again. I am a light-skinned Black woman, and I will not deny Chris Brown's hatred of dark-skinned Black women. It wasn't his mother, because I've looked at pictures of her, and she's light-skinned. Mm-hmm. Maybe it was his grandma, maybe it was a girlfriend. I don't know what his issue is, but he has the issue. He has it.
He's colorist. He is colorist.
Yep. That is true because he did, and like I said, even with the a lot of the girls are saying like, oh well, he's doing the picture, the song with Chloe Bailey, and I'm like, but he don't want her. Like he pretended like he's not interested in her.
Light. She's kind of light.
She's kind of light, but she ain't his type of light. He haven't had a brown skinned girl since Rihanna. Like
let's be honest. Chloe is not as dark as those who receive the brunt of his hate. I believe that Rihanna, who is as light skinned as some of them come, that's as dark as he will go. Chloe was probably in a protected situation where she did not receive the full Chris Brown, who has serious issues.
Mm-hmm. But you know what? Like we have to be, and I would love to have this honest conversation about colorism, because it's just so sad, like how us as Black people, and like we get the thing, because you know what? We are all different. We are a race that we all look different. We come white as white passing, and it's black as night. Mm-hmm. We don't have a cohesive look. Like say like Koreans, they have a cohesive look. Say if Indians, they know they people, they have a cohesive look. You know what I'm saying? Like all these other races have cohesive looks where they have that bond with each other because the majority of them look alike. We all look different. We could see one, like the question is, what are you? Like every time someone meets me, what are you? Mm-hmm. Black, blackity, black, black, blackity, black, 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 black. You know what I'm saying? Like, what are you? Because you look like we're so mixed up to where we look so different until we hate each other. Because like even like my grandmother was the first person to tell me. She told me this little poem. She said, "If you light, you are right. If you brown, you're down. If you black, get back." That's what she told me. Like she's like, you would get preferable treatment because you're light. And like even I remember one time I went to Ride Playland as like a 12-year-old kid. Ride Playland. I stayed down on the beach. I'm looking at myself laying on the beach getting black, and I'm like, oh my God! Like my first time, I'm like, I'm turning colors,
And you thinking you're looking good.
And I was excited, like, oh my God, I'm turning back.
And everybody else is like, no, baby, this isn't okay.
I got home. My grandmother said, if you wasn't burnt, I'll whip your ass. Because why did you sit out in that sun and turn that black?
What was Chris Brown would have asked you, because from what I hear, Chris Brown, when he goes to the clubs, he requests no dark-skinned girls.
Yeah, but this is something a lot of men and a lot of people do. This is something that's like, and it's sad, and people should have the conversation, because people say that it's not colorists could only be one way. No, it's not. That's a lot of people got mad at Megan James. They got mad at Megan James because Megan James said light-skinned people take colorism. They do. Light-skinned people, if you walk in a room, because there's been plenty of times I walked in a room and I had girls sit there and be like, automatically didn't like me until I opened my mouth and started talking, like, oh, you cool, you down. And so I was like, what happened? It was like, oh no, you light-skinned pretty girl. I thought you was this. So what was that? What was that against me? Because
let me tell you something.
Me because I was light-skinned.
Absolutely. Meg, you are light-skinned. You're not just light-skinned, you're a light-skinned pretty girl. Let me tell you this story that is from not my family, but a man I dated. I'm a Black woman. I am descended of African slaves. I'm light-skinned. I'm like light medium skinned. Mm-hmm. I dated this white-looking Puerto Rican, and he told me about how when he went to school, his mother couldn't take him to school because she was a Black woman, but his light-skinned grandmother took him to school because that would allow him to get a better education.
That's sad.
This is not a lie. His Black mother could never participate in his schooling because that would affect his education, but his light-skinned grandmother could take him to school, and that would make sure that he had a better education because of his light skin. The New York Times just put out an article about how Black families are more at risk during childbirth, even when they are wealthy Black families. But because they are Black and their skin is darker, they face more issues.
That's cannot the deny Black colorism syndrome that I'm talking about. Is especially when you go to the doctor and you complain of pain, the doctor, oh, you'll be all right. You'll be all right. But if a persuasion person...
There was a theory that Black women can take and tolerate more pain.
They do believe
than white women. That was in medical books, actual medical textbooks.
That's why I say that narrative of strong Black woman is detrimental to our well-being.
It is. If you call me a strong Black woman, you are insulting me to the highest degree.
Detrimental to our overall health and being heard in general, because people don't really hear the strong person. They don't.
No, don't say that. Don't say that. Don't say that. Strong Black woman.
Right.
Say that this is a Black woman, and historically they have not received the best. We must care for her.
And it's so sad, Simone, because this is so true. Because I was recently in the emergency room, and it was a man, a Latino man. He was a little darker brown skin. This man was laying in the bed, because sometimes they have like the curtains blocking you. Laying in the bed crying. So I could just feel his, like, I'm an empath. Like, I was just feeling sicker than I was. I was becoming more ill because of his pain.
But he wasn't white looking, right? He wasn't white Hispanic.
He looked like he appeared as Black, but only reason I knew he was Hispanic because he spoke Spanish. But he appeared as Black. The doctors came over, some nurses came. This man was crying, and I was physically getting sick, because I could just feel like the pain, like whatever was going. He was in dire pain. They kept coming to him saying that, oh, you'll be all right. I forgot about my situation. I ended up leaving the emergency room because my situation went away, and I kept feeling nauseous because of his pain. He's like, they like, oh, you'll be okay. So he's like, I need like pain medication. It was another white gentleman that was on the other end of me, and he was sitting there fine. They went over to him about 3 times while I was sitting there. Do you need any pain medication? This man wasn't crying. He wasn't complaining. He's like, no, I'm good. He was like, stop asking me. Like, you understand? Like, leave me alone.
I'm good. Yo, I got you.
Yeah, and they kept, and this other person was in the bed crying. They told him that he couldn't get no pain medication. He would be all right. Another gentleman of persuasion descent was not in any obvious pain. He was sitting there like he's just waiting for, no, I'm fine. And they were offering him pain medication over and over again. And I was like, wow, the color of medicine. And Oprah did do that special, like the color of medicine. And it's horrible because I'm going through my own medical issue right now to where I feel as I'm getting brushed off because I am Black and my hair is done. Like it's like you come there, and if you're black and your hair is done and you look presentable and clean, it's like you're okay.
Even if you don't, people are always going to have their prejudices. Coming from someone in the medical field, I hear it on the back end. I hear it on the back end when doctors come out the room and they're like, ooh, and a lot of times I feel like we don't get the care that we need.
We don't.
We feel like we can be on this topic all night. Maybe we'll do another special.
But we do, because even our medical makeup as black people, our medical makeup is different than
they want our blood. They want our blood for transfusions, though. They need our blood.
What's the lady Hattie made, and they're still using her body right now. Like, we are we created y'all. Like, you understand? We created everything. We are the superior race. Like, and they don't want to believe that. Like, and
let's bring it back to the show and the topics. What do you think about Kim Zolciak's foreclosure? Simone.
Kim is hiding. Kim is plain and simple hiding. She's losing that house. It is public record. And I don't know what else can be said about it but the truth.
Mm-hmm. What do you think about Raz B and Ray J? Or do you even care about that?
I don't even care. I'm sorry. I don't know what's going on. Maybe I'm just too old. I don't even know what's going on. I probably shouldn't give a damn about Kim Zolciak. I'm more concerned about us as a people, colorism, and where we see that playing out. I know we see it playing out in the Housewives. I know we see it playing out in a variety of places. I want the truth of our people to be told.
That is so true. And I think we really need to do a special episode on that, because this is a topic that I'm very passionate about. And because people don't understand, like, the way you're raised, because I was raised by my grandmother who's from the South. You understand? So therefore, like, the colorism and the way she thought wasn't her fault. You understand? Like, and it's like, because now that I get older, I'm like, it's wrong. When she called my friends tar babies and stuff like that, like, that's a black tar baby. She's always going to be jealous of you because she's black and ugly. You know what I'm saying? Like, she always said stuff like that. And so that drills in your head when you're raised. And then when you grow up, like, wait a minute, that's not right. You know, it wasn't right as a child, but you just couldn't, like, wait, You know what I'm saying? Like, that's not a good thing. And for us, and like I said, we are so different. Like, we all look different. Like, we don't have a cohesive look. And that causes the divide between us. Like, as black people, like, you could be brown, you could be dark as night. Somebody could be light white as a sheet. You know what I'm saying? Everybody's different. And it causes that divide. And being that they said that light is better, because we always equate lighter skin to being clean. It's more things. And it's just something that's
I think that we need to do not only a show on colorism, but on the slave continuum and all that means. It's going to be a series. And we can do it together.
Absolutely.
Yes, I think that would be excellent, because that's something I'm very passionate about, because you have kids that come, like, your kids could come out all different colors. My kids are dark brown skin, you know what I'm saying? Like, you have kids, and then you realize your kids are being treated differently and stuff, and it hurts. And it even hurts to see your friends and stuff, because a lot of times, like, when I think I've got asked to be a model, and my friend was there, and I was like, well, what about my friend? It was like, no, she's too dark. And it was like, it was whoa, like, you didn't even bite your tongue or say anything, and, like, it's sad.
Yes, we could definitely talk about this and do a special, but Simone.
But you know what I wanted to bring up? Now we have Simone up here. What did you think about Little Duval's comments? Little Duval?
What did he say? Tell me exactly what's going on.
He made a lot of disturbing tweets back in 2012 about his daughter and Justin Bieber. He said he wanted Justin Bieber, I'm paraphrasing here, he said he wanted Justin Bieber to come rape him and his daughter, and if he say anything or get out of line, he wanted Justin Bieber to hit him with his bat. He asks, like, tell the truth. If you had a woman that you were dating and she had a daughter, and the daughter, end up looking good, would you sleep with her? Then he said, well, I hear that people are starting to, kids are becoming sexually active between 12 and 14. I'm getting my daughter when she's 10. And then he said, as soon as my daughter's period starts, I'm going to be the first to dog her out.
My God. I I am not familiar with those comments. I have been putting a lot of time and attention towards CNN, MSNBC, BBC, and PBS and what's going on in our broader world. It's not that I do not keep up with what's going on in hip hop music and Black culture. It's just that I've been putting a great deal of attention into the outer culture, the greater culture, the world news. I'm going to look into these and then I'm going to be prepared for comment for you at a later time. But I want to just say this: our people, my people, Black people, have been denied their place in world history for quite some time. And this man you just mentioned, did you say his name was Little Duval?
Yes.
He's
He's got
nobody.
some
He's nobody to
issues.
research. He's really
He's nobody.
Plain and simple.
It's very. I
I'm
never
going to
liked
get
him.
into it. Wait a minute. I'm going to get into it and I'm going to be back. But until then, I ask that we keep it, when we're talking to me, a little bit more world and social news, what's going on in our communities, not just what's going on in our hip hop communities.
Yeah.
I am so sorry for not being on par there, because hip hop is a part of our culture. It's not the greatest part of our culture, but it most certainly is a part
This
of our
is
culture.
beyond hip hop, because I think this is like a lot of times, as far as like women, and especially Black women, a lot of times the desperosity kicks in, and we allow men and stuff in our lives and around our children. Because for him to be speaking like you around people's children, you're speaking about your children, you're speaking about your girlfriend's child like this. And sometimes we have to be a little more cognizant and conscious about who do we let around our children. Like some people would be desperate for a man to have that comfort in the bed, but you don't know where he's sneaking
Absolutely.
off.
And we can talk about that in the greater family issue. But I also want to say that when it comes to hip hop and entertainers, sometimes they say bullshit just to be controversial and keep themselves in the headlines. So I don't know
Absolutely.
what's going on here, but I want to say I'm going to look into it. I'm going to research it. I'm going to come back with knowledge. But I love this show. I love Mase and Shady. Your new intro is on point. The
Thank
two of
you.
you get into it. You are about the truth, and I love it. I love it. That's all I'm going to say.
Thank you, Simone. Thanks for
Thank you so
joining
much,
us.
Simone.
All right. Thank you. Let me go ahead and I'm going to sit back and watch the rest of the show. Let me exit.
Yes. The Anunnakis are coming back along with the spaceships. Those are real aliens. They're here.
But also, Simone, before you leave, you were in the chat chiming in about Rihanna and the ASAP picture. You were saying that you agreed that he was being supportive and that maybe that other narrative is not so much true about him being submissive and weak in the picture.
Absolutely. Absolutely. Let me say that I feel that these pictures represented to me a man that was supportive of his wife. Never do we have a problem when the wife is in the background. First of all, let's be clear. ASAP, you keep saying he's not supporting his family. ASAP has a net worth of 20 million. There isn't any place Rihanna wants to go or something that she wants from her partner that he cannot provide. Yes, she is a billionaire. Fenty has provided her that. That doesn't mean that ASAP is not supportive. He is not the head of his household. He is not the king of his castle. Real men do what real men need to do. And right now, he was supporting his wife on her photo shoot. I love to see a Black man holding his baby. I love it.
That is another way to look at. That's another perspective and another way to look at the thing, because I don't think that he's not supportive as far as like financially, because after you reach a certain tax bracket, like they're both in a tax bracket realm that we can't even
okay yes 20 million. ASAP
right?
Yes, she's got $1 billion. ASAP has 20 million.
Fathom. It wasn't even as far as him supporting or what he's doing. It's the portrayal and how white outlets like to portray Black men. For me, that's what it was. It wasn't even like, because I think he can buy her whatever she wants. And what does she want? Like at this point, like she can buy whatever she wants herself. Like it's not
personally
really about that.
These high fashion brands.
Yeah, it's like the submissiveness they like to portray, and they like to play a Black person. That's my thing. Like, child, who you trying to play? with this, trying to put him in the background just because she make more money than him. And a lot of times when you go on these white photo shoots and with Vogue and Cosmopolitan and Elle and stuff like this, they will play in a black person's face.
Absolutely. Absolutely. I would love to see how this photo shoot would have been portrayed at Essence.
I think it would have been more of ASAP and Rihanna together in the picture, honestly.
Like, remember, you know how Ebony is? Like, with Ebony, it doesn't matter who makes the more money and who's on the latter side. It was the togetherness. It was the family, it was the wife, the husband together, the kid in the middle. You know what I'm saying? They were together. It wasn't somebody dragging and leading someone. And it's just like, it was just a dragorization for me. Like, come on. You know, like, I just didn't like it.
But thank you, Simone, for stopping by. We really appreciate your opinions and your views.
And I appreciate your show. I love stopping by. Mase and Shady are on point. I so enjoy being here. I look forward to coming back. You all have a wonderful evening. I'm going to remain in the chat. You'll see my comments.
Much. And I'm going to DM you about that thing about that topic.
Absolutely. Let's do a show on the slave continuum. Let's do a show on colorism. Let's do a show on Black history.
Yes, that is just, that is my repertoire.
Absolutely.
I love it.
And you're welcome back anytime. You're welcome.
Thank you so much.
Thank you so much, Simone.
All righty. Bye-bye. Bye-bye.
Bye-bye.
So we have another person we want to add on. One of our longtime supporters, supporting us since the beginning of our channel. Hey, Thick Girl.
Hey, Thick Girl, yes.
Hey, y'all, we are family. We are family.
Family.
Hey.
Yes, and
Me and Mase your birthday. Yeah, we share a birthday in common. Me and Mase, me and Shady go all the way. We share a birthday. It's our birthday. It's almost our birthday.
Coming up. You have to bring the swords for Little Duval. See, this is the type of stuff that you need to have in your house.
Is irrelevant. I don't
this is what you need to have in your house when you have a men's and they're talking like that.
Yes, I have some things to say about him because, well, I did something on my channel because I couldn't take it. And it is so irritating for these black women out here to be standing by this man. He's just trying to tell the black women that we need to watch who we have around our kids because every man that's around your kid isn't just. No, this man is looking at your child. He's telling us what he's doing. That is what he's doing.
I think he's
telling you who he is. Believe him. But no, y'all want to make excuses for him. Then
people wrap the truth up in jokes. That's what the thing. People wrap the truth up in a joke.
Exactly.
I was joking.
Bad jokes. Who says this about why would you add your daughter in any of this? Can you grape juice me and my daughter? Why was your daughter added into this? Then he got one that y'all ain't nobody even seen. This one is still on Twitter. He said, just at Justin Bieber, can you come and CUM all over me and my daughter? Please tell me, make that into a good thing.
Did he say me and my daughter?
Yes.
Did he say me and my daughter?
Me and my daughter.
I want you to come
can
great.
You
me and my daughter, and if I get out of line,
daughter.
Back.
Make that one sound good. You just asked this man to CUM all over you and your daughter, not just you. If you got this weird obsession with Justin Bieber, cool, have it. But why the hell do you got to keep dragging your daughter in each and every last one of your stupid fantasies that you want Justin Bieber to do? But we supposed to believe that this is not him. This is just him. Not only did he think it, he typed it up, he read it, and then he pressed send because he thought this was a cool thing to say. What father brain goes to these places?
Lil Duval
but ignorant. That's beyond ignorant, and I don't care if it was 10 years ago, 12 years old.
Thank you. And he was 34, so he was still grown.
It's sick. It's sick. It's the same way they felt about Ari Spears and Tiffany Haddish from thing. It's sick. It's sick because those. Why would you even think that and write that?
And then to know that this man had a comedy show last night in California. I want to know who went, and I want to know what did he say. Did y'all really let this man get on this stage and not address any of this? There is nothing that he can say that's going to make me look at him and be like, oh, he did that. Oh, that's what he. It's never. But I would at least have the respect for people that your fans and the people who have been supporting you to even address it. He ain't said a lie. He ain't said cat dog or nothing. He is still on Twitter every day since these tweets come out.
I never liked him. He's just a midget.
But he has not addressed this at all. Not one time. But y'all want to keep saying, and then it's the black man. You know, they want to keep the black man down. We got to support our brother. He wasn't saying it like that. I don't want to hear that.
He's not that big of a celebrity for the masses to care.
But they should.
They should. At the end of the day, they should. And then it doesn't matter as long as he has a space and he has that blue check.
Thank you.
And he's sitting there and I'm spitting this rhetoric. People should care.
Thank you.
What he said,
that's not okay. None of it. Nothing about in plain sight is okay because you just basically admitted to being with a woman and looking at her child, and then when this girl grow up, you mean to tell me you looking at this child thinking, damn, I wonder how she gonna look like when she get older. Shawty breast coming in.
He's getting acting like he ready to pull a straight Woody Allen. He like, oh, I'm black.
He says a lot of stuff to be funny, but it's not funny.
There was nothing funny. There was no comedy. This wasn't dark comedy. This wasn't dark humor. This was sick, disgusting, and vile bull crap that he said out his mouth. And he needs to be held accountable for each and everything that he put out there. Because this is ridiculous. I'm tired of they talking about it was this many years ago. Somebody hacked his computer. I don't care if they hacked his account or not. He said these things. You cannot hack somebody's account and put in stuff from 10 years ago. That's not what happened. He actually said these things, and why wasn't the outrage when they first said them?
We should have got mad 10 years ago.
That's what I'm saying. I wasn't on Twitter like that. But whoever the hell was running Twitter and people that was on Twitter, why wasn't it an outrage back then? Because it doesn't make it no better. I don't give a damn if it was 10 years or 20 years ago. It's wrong. He had these thoughts, and if you had them back then, best believe you got them now. And those little girls that were young then are probably grown women right now.
I just don't like playing around with kids. I don't care if it was 10 years ago.
He always has been ignorant. He makes a lot of
don't be playing around with the kids.
He's homophobic. He's abusive. He's a colorist. He's a lot of things. But
he's a lot of things. A lot of black men are.
I'm tired of us giving our money to people like this. I hate it. I hate it. I hate it. I just do not like it. These are men that our boys should not
Charlemagne the god. Charlemagne the goddess is his best friend.
Our son should not be exposed to men like this because men like this, saying things like this makes little boys that will one day be grown men think that this is okay. You're gonna dog your daughter out. So, and then when he said that, some lady gonna say, no, what he's saying is he's going to emotionally and I said, so you say he emotionally abuse his daughter so that she talking about something because he wants her to be able to handle if a man rejects her or treats her wrong while she's dealing with hormones. If you don't get the hell out of my face.
Yeah, that's just messed up because like when a young girl starts her menstrual cycle, that's a peculiar time for young girls. A lot of good
you don't need your daddy. You need your mama.
Like, you know what I'm saying? A lot of time, even if the father is there, maybe the father's the only parent or the primary parent or whatever, it's a lot of embarrassment and for you to get out there.
You want a woman. You don't want your father. You want a woman, whether it's your aunt, your cousin, your father's girlfriend. You want a woman to talk to because you don't know what the hell is going on with your body. I'm sorry, y'all. This right here. I cannot.
Let's switch gears to something more light. Let's talk about Kim Zolciak's foreclosure or Rihanna. Which one?
Kim Zolciak, girl, if you don't put them wigs back in your closet and back on your head, ain't nobody paying $250, no $2,000, $2,200 for no wig. Girl, who do you think you are, Barbara Streisand?
Right, and it's not even gently worn. We knew you was wearing that wig, smoking cigarettes, drinking wine.
Exactly, humping, crying, giving birth to babies, and all that kind of stuff in the wig. You probably got some placenta still in them damn wigs. Girl, nobody want that. Don't nobody want that.
We need Robin and Dixon and Giselle Bryant to come on Reasonably Shady and say what's in her wig and what her wig.
Exactly. Thank you. I'm still mad that ain't nobody brought that up. And then I
they
just
talking
went
about
back
James Harden beard being real racist, talking about the watermelon and chicken juice that's in his beard.
I'm still mad that
What's
wasn't brought up on the show. Why wasn't that talked about on the goddamn season of RHOP?
I posted that a little while ago. I said I was just going through my posts.
Matter of fact, I think you the one who posted I saw.
And I was like, hold up, this never came up. And I was like,
this
should have been.
It was the other day you did it.
If I was this came out during filming, so this was fair game. I wish maybe Karen didn't know about it or whatever, but this came out during filming. The fact that
and then I bet it wasn't brought up at the reunion either.
They're not going to bring it up because, like they said, Giselle is a favorite. They're not going to bring anything that's disheartening to her, put her in a bad light. Because if that's the case, what happens to every beauty?
Y'all need me to go ahead and produce the show.
Yes, you do. Yes, you do.
Yeah, because what happens to every beauty? And what happened to her eyelash line that she's coming out? Because I never found her eyelashes spectacular.
I just said that same thing, Mase. I just said the same thing.
But she
talk about Mia's company. What about what did she embezzle out of her company that it went down the train so goddamn fast and silently?
And did y'all hear Make It Make Sense actually put up a sneak clip of the reunion?
Mm-hmm.
And got Giselle in the background laughing at Mia.
And talk about embezzlement.
But what about your every boo, Hugh, boo?
That's what made me say it. That's what made me say that. Because I heard her say the embezzlement stuff.
Everyone asks about my eyelashes. Child, your eyelashes is nothing to write home about.
Girl, I want to know what happened at every Hugh as well, because you talk about her investment, her being put out her company. Your company is gone too, darling. And I'm tired of these women pussyfooting around these Robin and Giselle acting like they can't hold their daggone feet to the fire.
There's going to be some changes next season.
And we are. And when we was talking, I can't hear you.
I said, stay tuned for the Potomac review. We're going to be on Princess Channel on Tuesday.
Oh, okay, yeah, okay.
Do the reunion.
Yeah, that's the first part of the reunion. We got 3 parts. Well, we got 2 parts and a special.
I know.
Part with Robin, right?
I think it's 3.
Yeah, and it's a 30-minute. But the thing with Robin is it's not an interview with Robin. It's just the rest of what happened on Watch What Happened Live. But I gotta review it too, child. I'm dreading it because I'm tired of these women. I'm tired of it. It ain't gonna be nothing real because they not gonna hold nobody feet nowhere. They just gonna hold everybody's feet that we don't even care that their feet don't need to be held. It's not gonna be about Giselle and Robin and all the bullcrap they do. I'm sick and tired.
It's about Mia and Karen.
Yeah,
exactly.
They're getting tired anyway. I'm ready.
And they not even gonna hold lockup. They not even gonna hold Giselle's feet to the fire for the things that she said about Chris. Watch how they glaze over that curtain. We saw that little clip of Candace gonna say what she gonna say, and that's what it's gonna be. Watch. And she want us to believe she with that man. Girl, that man ain't a bit more interested in you just as much as Martell and Sheree are interested in each other. Get out of my face. And Chris Brown.
Yes.
I just went back and I just put up a tweet. I'm like, hold up. We forgot about Chris Rock. I mean, him throwing rocks at his mama. Remember when he got put out of rehab? What about that?
He was sick. He was on drugs.
He needed to stay. And she didn't want his crazy butt home with her yet. So he gonna throw rocks in his mama's window and break a window. And then he got a lawsuit by a girl because he smacked her so hard in the back of her head, her wig flew off. But you talk about something, you healed. You are delivered. When? Where? You so mad now. And if Keely was in your daggone face, you'd have been tired of her promise this, and you'd have knocked her out too.
He probably would. And maybe it would have been a well-deserved knocking. I don't condone violence on women, but if somebody would have knocked her tongue thin, I wouldn't have been mad if somebody would have knocked her tongue thin.
Both of them are problematic and have been problematic in the industry for years. Both Kylie couldn't even get along with the Cheetah Girls. Raven was talking about how Kylie was acting on set on Cheetah Girls.
Yep, and Raven said she want to do something with Cheetah Girls.
So if you drove Raven off the star, and I didn't come back because she didn't want to deal with you and your promises.
But we saw how she got down in the house at the what's that show that they had?
Encore.
We saw she got down. She's coming up really bossy, like she's could do everything, and she's the same. Like, child,
you can't even talk, let alone sing.
I just want her tongue to get thinned out. I just want her to stop talking like that. To keep giving me back to but the talking like that. I'm just upset. You know, lisp tongue people get on my damn nerves. I'm sorry for the lisp tongue people. They get on my nerves because that's how my name became my name, from a lisp tongue person. My name is Mase because of a lisp tongue.
Who the hell had the lisp tongue? Your mama?
My mama. My name was supposed to be Maxine, but she pronounced it Maxine.
You know what?
Serious. It's not. This is a serious tea. My name was supposed to be Maxine LaToya King, and it's Maxine because she pronounced it Maxine. And when she pronounced it, the doctors wrote it how she pronounced it. So she looked at that Maxine. It's supposed to be Maxine, and they said, "Oh, that's how you pronounce it. That's how they spell it." So she said, "It's different. I'll keep it." So she kept it because it was different. But, you know, thanks to a lisp tongue, I got a unique name. Thank you, lisp tongues.
Hey, girl, what do you think about...
You better stop.
What do you think about Wendy allegedly faking or exaggerating her diagnosis to get out of paying alimony for Sharina and Kelvin? What do you think about that? Because they're saying that allegedly she's making it seem like worse than what it is.
Do you really don't think this lady want control of her damn life again? Why would I sit here and make myself have to have all these goddamn conservatives and things over my money? I got to ask when I want to go to the daggone liquor store. I got to ask, can I get a lift to the liquor store and go stand in the line with my butt cheeks hanging out?
Outside with her vodka?
Yes. Like,
Let me pull out. There was a video of her recently going somewhere with a
the fashion show.
With a pink
with that pink fur. I want that fur. That fur. That fur was everything, Wendy. Wendy girl.
And she looked like she was lost then.
She looked like she's going through something, but I think she's exaggerating, allegedly, so she can get out of paying that extra spouse.
Well, I would, if that's the way you can keep your money from that man, because he done spent enough of it already, and his girlfriend, for them not to go get them some real jobs.
This is what
baby, keep faking. Keep faking, Wendy. You doing a good job, baby. Keep faking.
Wendy's giving this.
I don't know where I am right now. What's going on?
Where am I?
Hold my arm. Hold my hand. Don't let me go.
A good old grandmama that went out to the club, and she went out with her grandkids, and she's having a good time.
Look at that fur.
I like the fur.
It looks so soft.
She looks happy. You know, she looks like she's on the move.
In that picture, she looks happy. In that other picture, she looks spaced up.
Partial to the Henny. Wendy like her little Hennessy. We had already heard from the Mrs. Jones interview on Drink Champs that Wendy showed up to her house a couple of years ago with the bottle of hen. Wendy likes the hen. Wendy look like she's ready to party. She got her Yankee fitted on. She's ready for the streets. Wendy got
you might got something. You might be on to something, Mase. Shady, you may be on to something, because the pictures I saw, that wasn't how Wendy was looking. Wendy was outside in front of them cameras looking spaced the hell out, like grab my hand, don't let me go, I might fall. And she got her butt. Yes, and then she got her butt inside of that daggone fashion show and looked like Wendy Williams that used to sit in that damn purple chair. Oh, Wendy got it.
Wendy.
And I'm not mad at her.
Nobody to know Wendy. I don't think y'all know Wendy like I know Wendy. Like, nobody has been paying attention to what Wendy said. Did you hear the story about what she did to her first husband? She said she is not a girl. She's a girl after my own heart. We are not afraid to fake a tragedy to get what we need. Like I said, I will bring a wheelchair.
I'm with you when you're right. I'll stop you when you say something wrong.
I'll bring a wheelchair.
She made herself look bad on purpose, so she could avoid these extra alimony payments.
Well, I am not mad at her, because the girl that came up and pulled up at that fashion show and got out that car is not the same girl that we just saw in them daggone pictures. Because that looked like Wendy that used to sit in a chair. But the girl that was outside looked like Wendy that needs somebody to be over her money, because she can't do it, because she ain't together.
It's the same event.
That's the same.
Y'all say Wendy can't act. Wendy is a great actress.
Wendy was walking into the venue. She was looking like spaced out.
Yes.
But when she got in the venue and you saw the picture, she was like
I'm here. Yes. Wendy.
Like,
I'm telling you,
it
Wendy,
was
that
there.
foot was fake. I don't know if that foot, she probably put up a fake foot. I don't know if she got a new foot, if she sold the new foot
You
on,
know
but
what?
Wendy is out in the streets. Wendy could be back. We could be getting a podcast, maybe. I highly
We're
doubt
not going to
it.
get a podcast because that means more income that they can garnish. So
I think
she
Wendy
wants
is doing her thing. Wendy did her big one. Wendy has faked the injury. She has faked the foot.
But can somebody tell me why does he think he's entitled to more money? What's he supposed to be paying?
But
With
you heard what he said. He said the man behind the purple chair, that if it wasn't for him, a lot of stuff wouldn't go on. And like I said, if you made Wendy, make another one.
house is in foreclosure. His house is currently in foreclosure.
He got a bad hip.
He's not literally paying his homeowners association bill, and supposedly that's the reason why his house is under foreclosure. I think he cannot afford the lifestyle without Wendy. So with Wendy's money being tied up by this illness and Wells Fargo, I think that this is a whole scheme.
No, but actually the reason why he was denied is not because of her money being tied up. He went to court and they denied him due to the fact that she is not making the money. She had a clause in the prenup. Right. It was a clause in the prenup, like what Michael did to Ashley. How Michael tricked Ashley. That's what happened. It was like she had a clause in the prenup. If I lose my job at Denmark Mercury, you will not receive the income, or the income could either get cut off or it could get lowered. Mm. It could get lowered if I'm not receiving the same income that I'm receiving from Denmark Mercury, which she's no longer a part of the Wendy show anymore. So therefore, she's not receiving the income. So now his income went null and void. So therefore, even if her money was in conservatorship, if they felt that if that contract wasn't in place, he would have still been getting some money. But Wendy was smart enough to put a clause in that contract that if I lose my job, if I'm no longer on television and I'm no longer making the equivalent of what I'm making now, your money will be taken away or extremely diminished. Like it will get smaller. So therefore, Wendy, so now that she doesn't have a job, she's not on the show, she's not making the money. Now he gets nothing. And so that's what she gets. And as long as she gets a job that paid under the amount that she was receiving on the Wendy show, he still is not going to get nothing. So
can I ask you a question? Did him and Serena ever get married?
No, he wasn't going to marry her. He said they're spiritually married.
Okay, I'm about to say, because don't when you get married, that takes the alimony away.
Marry her because once he married her, the
alimony is dead.
That's what I was going to say. If he was to marry her, the alimony checks would stop.
It would stop. So therefore, that's why he wasn't marrying her in the beginning. Like we are spiritually married, but see, Wendy was smart enough to put that clause in the contract.
And what is it?
If I lose my job, she probably lost her job on purpose. Like you're not going to. I'm gonna play drunk. I'm gonna play crazy. I'm gonna play aloof. I'm gonna play whatever the Wendy show.
I was playing all the Mary J. Blige
because she's Wendy Williams. Like Wendy could right now get on YouTube and make a bag. Like everybody's gonna watch when we're gonna just watch her. If not for the craziness, we're gonna be watching to see if her mind is all there. We're gonna be watching to see if her foot is still great. You're going to be watching Wendy. You understand?
Right,
so
her foot is gray. She just
Wendy's
said
smart
to watch to see if her foot is gray.
But think, girl, do you have anything else to say about any of the topics that we talked about before we
I'm sorry, y'all. I'm sorry. That was hilarious.
We need to. We got to keep an eye on that foot.
But I'm just not understanding. What is he suing the people for? The Denmark, the production company for?
He tried to sue them saying that they owe him the money. But they like, no, sir, we don't owe you anything. And it was already here that you don't get nothing. Did you read the fine print? Like he should have put on his spectacles and read the fine print. You got a nice younger girl over there. If Serena was really on her dean and on her job, and she was a good hoe, she would have did her background research and been like, let me see that prenup. Let me see that.
She would have been putting some money to the side every child. You know how much money I would have under my mattress in my bank account on prepaid cards.
Who knows? This girl, she could be a professional whore for all we know, allegedly. Because I know I spend a little, save a little, spend a little. If I'm asking you for 400, I'm putting 250 up.
Yeah.
And I'm spending 150 so I can show you what I bought and lie and say it costs 400.
Yeah.
I do that shit now. My husband give me my allowance.
One last thing. If he keeps talking about he the man behind the purple chair, why haven't you been able to get somebody else? A pink chair, a blue chair, an orange chair, another purple chair, a white chair, and do it all over again. Because you weren't the man. It was Wendy that was making that machine run. You were just the little fake muscle that kept her from getting her butt kicked.
Right.
And you just kept her and her condition and her drug use under control so people wouldn't find out about it. And you did the little drinking so people wouldn't find out about it. But the work that was being done to make the money was always Wendy, because if you did it once, you could do it again. And now we're seeing that you didn't do anything because you're not doing it again.
Period. Because that's what I said. If you made Wendy, make another one. If you made her, you can make another one.
You breaking up, Mase? I mean, is it my thing? Or
you got used to that lifestyle? Is Sharina with you for the bag, or is she with you because she loves your stretched skin and just loves your bald head? So we're gonna see.
I don't see why she was with me.
First of all, Serena is not that attractive. Wendy Williams looked better than Serena to me. Like Serena is nothing that you
because Serena been in the streets. They said she was around the world.
Yeah, but she's not even that attractive to be a video girl, to be one of those girls. Like, because I was around in the 90s, and those girls, she don't look like she's not a looker to me. Her features and her thing is not.
Because Coleslaw got a better body than she got.
Yeah, like Coleslaw looks better than her. Like featurally, like this girl doesn't look like. And even then, like I see pictures of her then.
About Kelvin, who looks like a deflated potato.
Yeah, I'm still trying to figure out how did he bag her because
through Charlemagne. She was friends with Charlemagne. She's from Monk's Corner. She was friends with Charlemagne.
Oh yeah, that was in the story.
And she was from Monk's Corner, and that's how Kelvin got introduced to Serena through Charlemagne.
Mm-hmm.
But thank you, Thick Girl.
But yes, at first I didn't know Simone was coming up. Y'all know I always told y'all if I'm in the bushes or if I'm in here, I ain't never gonna let y'all drop that link and not come up. That's what we not gonna do. We ain't gonna act like don't nobody love our brother and sister. That's what we ain't.
Yes, we appreciate you, Thick Girl. Yes,
always come up from the brand.
Y'all have to go down there and check out Thick Girl's channel, Prosperity Thick Girl 40. She is doing the damn thing.
And I want to be a part of that colorist. I want to be a part of that panel. If y'all put together a panel, please keep your girl in mind because I was back there. So y'all better give us a word.
I think that is an extreme. That is a very interesting topic that needs to be discussed because especially among us Black people.
About the because my sister has been going. My sister has been to the doctor so many times, so many different doctors, referral after and they have not diagnosed my sister with them. They diagnosed my sister with one good, and that was vertigo, child. My sister's a Virgo. So when they told her she had vertigo, she said, you know what? I'm tired of y'all not being able to tell me what's wrong with me. I'm tired of y'all. So now you're going to make up a damn condition. I know I'm a Virgo. I'm trying to figure out what's wrong with me. They was like, no,
a lot of times that's their go-to for Black people. But that's their go-to for Black people. Vertigo. Like vertigo is the go-to. And a lot of times people don't even have vertigo.
Right, because I keep asking, I'm like, why can't nobody tell you what is wrong with you? Like you're breaking down, and why can't nobody tell you?
They won't even trust me. I've been back and forth to the doctors, and they won't even tell you, or they won't even go deeper into look to find out what's wrong with you.
But thank y'all for letting me up. And if y'all do that panel, please, I would love to be
most definitely.
We will definitely let you know.
I love you guys. Y'all better hit that like button. Y'all need to be sharing this daggone their streams because I'm really not understanding how the heck my sister and brother is still at 2 something because this is blasphemy and it's bull crap. We gonna need y'all to share, like. I
think because we don't go on as much, and because we need to start going on, like even if it's like 5-10 minutes when the hot topics come out, because we just don't be picking up an algorithm.
Yeah, so y'all and don't forget to put y'all hashtags in the description box because that's how a lot of people will find your stuff. They type in that hashtag, y'all will come up in their algorithm. So whenever y'all making y'all video, look at me talking like I know what I'm talking about. But I learned that. I did learn.
Well, you up to what you all the way up there. You obviously do.
Look, I did learn that part. So don't forget to put the hashtags in there because people do hashtag to find topics and you will come up in those algorithms when you put those hashtags in there. Love y'all. See y'all next time.
Thank you so much, Thick Girl. We'll see you next time. We appreciate you. And make sure y'all check out All Rise on Thursdays.
Yes, please check out with us in California Cutie. And shout out to California Cutie. Happy anniversary.
Yes.
Anniversary.
Now, she was on my channel last night telling some of her stories. Y'all got to give California Cutie to get over and tell y'all some of her stories. Her stories are goddamn captivating, child. The stars head she do, the people that she just been in the same spaces with and got the. I love when she come to my channel tell the story. I'll be like, yes.
But we need to all get together and tell the story time because
you know we got some.
Everybody has a story.
Love y'all.
I gotta change the names in order to secure the people.
My baby.
So, I got to change the names of the story so we can secure the people so we won't incriminate anybody.
We can always do that now. We can always do that. But one quick story we have to, before we close out, Power is returning on, Power Book is returning on March.
Where's Tasha?
March 17th.
Where's
Tasha? Is noticeably absent from the promo pic.
I believe, if I'm not mistaken, I think Tasha's pregnant right now, actually.
In real life or on the show?
Notori is pregnant, I think, if I'm not mistaken. Don't quote me on that, but I think she's pregnant.
I haven't seen that, but
I think she is pregnant. I think she is pregnant right now. I think I saw her with a belly and with the her other child. She has a daughter.
So when Power last ended up, it seemed like I remember Tasha was in witness protection, and then Tariq was in the car, and he brought his sister up there, but he didn't come. So I don't know if they're writing her off the series or not. But I am looking forward to Power Book Ghost.
Yes, I'm looking to find. I can't wait to Mary J. Blige character find out that Zeke is dead because all he wants to do is play basketball. I don't want to play basketball.
Poor Zeke. Zeke did not deserve.
Right, Zeke did not deserve to go like that. How they want to take Zeke out like that?
Y'all killed Zeke off.
Who killed Zeke?
Y'all killed Zeke off before he could launch his rap career for real because he tried to launch it right after his death episode.
Right, but Zeke has been singing way before Power even got on the map.
Where's this music now? Where is it today? Where is it
because
today?
ain't no hoe in my blood.
Where is it
hoe in my blood?
Where is this
Y'all heard Zeke singing. Zeke said, "Ain't no hoe in his blood." That is a song that Zeke said, "Ain't no hoe in my blood."
Y'all saying Notori is pregnant, so maybe that's why she's.
Notori's pregnant. Thanks, Sweet Pea. Notori is pregnant. So I don't know. That's why.
Didn't she do an interview with Breakfast Club or something recently? And
I think so. Recently,
I didn't see a baby bump, but she
I saw that she was pregnant. I believe I saw that online. So Sweet Pea just confirmed that. Yeah, she's pregnant.
Sweet Pea with the T. Thank you so much.
Pea. Yes.
But I'm thinking about us reviewing this show for our channel. What do y'all think about us reviewing this show? Or do y'all want us to review reality?
We need to review this, and we need to review Love After Lockup. That's coming. It starts next week. The new season next week.
What does that come on?
It comes on WeTV. But
I have to see what, because I don't have regular cable.
I'll make sure you see it. You can watch it. I'm gonna make sure you see it. Make sure
I have the apps. So
don't worry, I'll make sure we're gonna make sure you see it. We're gonna put it there. I think that Love After Lockup, this new season, is going to be very interesting. Monique, I'm feeling Monique. Monique is my girl. Monique, Big Mo. Don't play with Big Mo.
Monique, speaking of Monique, we were supposed to talk about Sherry Shepherd, Kim Whitley, and their confrontation with Monique. So briefly, because we were supposed to talk about it, but we got sidetracked. So Kim Whitley and what's her name? Sherry Shepherd. They had a podcast together. Sherry was supposed to be congratulating Monique on her role in The Reading, which is on BET Plus.
I don't like that Sherry Shepherd. It's something not right with that woman.
And she was trying to give compliments towards Monique, saying that she was a great actress. But she also had to put in, and this is when Black people put that but in there, they had to put in, but her personality gets her in trouble. So Monique comes in the comments and she says, "My sweet babies."
That's right.
And then reads them off for dust. But this is my thing with Monique. Just because somebody called your name don't mean you have to respond. Just because somebody is talking about you, you don't have to respond to everything.
Well, I'm glad she responded to that help.
But you're proving her point, though, because what she said was her personality gets her in trouble. What do? You do a nice, nasty comment and a long, lengthy, nice, nasty comment in her comment section, reading both of them for filth. Mm-hmm. Really, Kim Whitley was just sitting there agreeing.
No, Kim Whitley was sitting there. No, Kim Whitley. They all deserve.
Kim Whitley. We're not gonna do that.
They deserve to get read down because first of all, Kim Whitley, like, oh, the relationship you missed with is Monique, and maybe you'll reach out to her, whatever, like that. If you wanted to reach out to her, you could have reached out to her in private, and if you really missed the relationship, you would have reached out to her. And as far as that double scoop ice cream cone shaped woman, Sherry Shepherd, it's just I don't know what's going, but every time I see her, just shut up, Sherry. Shut up, just shut up, shut up, shut up, just shut up, shut up. And I'm not a big Monique fan, but I probably would have got down in the comments and read them too.
But also, you're proving their point when you respond to. You don't have to respond to everything. Lee Daniels let you do a movie with him. Some people said it was good. Some people said it wasn't good. I guess it depends on who.
I don't know if it was supposed to be a horror, but it was it supposed to be a horror film because it was more of a comedy to me.
They said it was a horror film, but it was funny. So I don't know how you make a horror film funny, but
it was comedic to me. It was funny to me. It was hilarious the way she was jetting down the hole, the way she was running. She's running. It was really funny. I found it entertaining, but I think I would have confronted them hoes as well because, like, especially like Sherry Shepherd, like, why do y'all gotta mention her thing? She probably felt some type of way, and I would have felt some type of way too. Like, girl, don't be mentioning me after you just sat there, stole Wendy's show from right under her nose and sitting there with your big titties acting innocent, looking like a double scoop ice cream cone, upside down snow cone. Like, it's like that damn Sherry could just.
Girl, you wanted to. You had some
birthday twin. Yes. Birthday twin. You know I love you. You know I love you. But on this one, I got to go with my sis. Don't call my name unless you want me to answer. They know who Monique is. They did this to get a reaction out of Monique because they wanted a moment. They wanted a moment, so she gave it to them. We all know when you hear that, "Hey, my sweet babies," it's about to be a problem.
I love us
Monique want all the smoke.
I love us for real.
The fire. She wants the barbecue. She want the cremation. She want all of that. So y'all should have left it as giving her a compliment and left it as that because that other stuff wasn't needed. But we know how her attitude is.
But you don't have to respond.
We know that you need.
Just like they didn't have to say.
Cardi don't need to respond, but she gonna do it.
The Beyonce approach. Beyonce do not respond. Y'all call her a witch.
That's why Beyonce is one of them.
That's why Beyonce's on a higher level.
Thank you.
Beyonce vibrates higher than anybody.
And Beyonce got the beehive. She ain't got to say nothing.
Yeah, she don't even have to respond.
She could get on live and say,
but she ain't gonna do that.
I got this. This is my husband. He's right here. She don't even do that.
We talk about a whole nother tax bracket. We talk. Beyonce is paid not to have to respond.
Aim for the stars. Aim for the stars.
Yeah, she did. With that response, she aimed for the stars and grabbed the moon while she was at it.
Because she aimed for the stars and landed a little low.
Sherry should have.
Yes.
Sherry should have kept her mouth closed, because if Monique would have said, well, Sherry, how about you like asking for babies, and then when you get a divorce from your husband, you leave him? How would she have liked it if she would have said that?
Yeah, and Sherry Shepherd, like, don't be sitting there talking about Monique trying to throw in, but her attitude. Even she's a good actress or she's not. You could have left it at that. And then, her attitude. But what about you? Where's this child? What about you? You deadbeat mom? You sitting there having surrogates have babies, and you sitting there leaving the baby with the lobster.
And don't want to pay child support.
You dead wrong, Sherry. Like, come on now. We could say a lot about you. Oh, she stole Whitney's show, but
thank you. That's what I was about to say.
What happened to she threw a shot? And she knew what she was doing. She's sneaky. I do not like.
Remember, she threw a shot at Wendy when that was going on.
Look at her eyes.
She shot a shot at Wendy, trying to be sneaky, just like she just did with Monique.
Yeah, like when she was in the back of the car.
Your show ain't even that good.
She stole her show.
Right, and your show ain't good, so you better hope that Monique's show lasted longer than yours gonna last. I can guarantee you that.
Sherry is boring.
Child, you had Judell and Robin on your show. Girl, bye. You are digging at the bottom of the barrel. You are not on. You can't use Wendy moniker no more. You got to stand on your own 2 feet. The purple chair is gone. So, girl, just wait for that damn cease and desist and that damn pink slip to come telling you to shut this ish down, because you ain't got it.
Glass. Like, I just don't like, because she's shaped up like my martini glass. She's shaped up like a double scoop ice cream cone.
And she on IG today doing a little TikTok dance.
Every time I see her, I want to hear pop your collars when she's on Jamie Foxx shaped money.
I was disappointed in Kim Whitley. I think Kim Whitley was just guilty by association. I think Kim Whitley wants a friendship back with Monique.
No, she was guilty by adding in her little She should have kept her mouth closed.
You was adding in, but I think she was also just, you know how sometimes we just but we're not really paying attention.
No, because Kim Whitley is known to say, girl, I ain't about to do that.
That was your friend.
Got nothing to do with that.
You still wanted
I'm still trying to make up with her, girl. We ain't gonna touch that.
Can I stick up for Kim?
Nope, because she would have been like, girl, she said that, not me. You heard, it didn't come from me, Monique. That was all her. That's what she get.
Monique, you did not have to get on the light of day. You're in a movie, they're not. Your career is elevating, their career is stagnant.
But
you
also
respond.
But no, also, as much as she went through with all of that, that shouldn't have been something they brought up, because what that lady had been attacked for all these years was not wanting to do something for free for millionaires and billionaires. She should have never been blackballed in the first place.
It was wrong. Like, why are you putting up her attitude or whatever?
So why would you bring that up? And this lady just getting back into good graces with these people. She just starting to get roles. Why would you drag that back up?
Lee Daniels produced this movie.
That's what I'm saying. So and they just made up. And thank you. So they should have left that part alone. If you love your black sister, you want to be back in your black sister life, that ain't something that you're going to do, because you already know who Monique is.
Why does every black woman have to have an attitude? Because they speaking up for what they think they deserve. If she felt like I'm not going to go around the world and promote your movie when I only charge you this amount, $50,000 to do this blockbuster film.
Which is a penny in the bucket for them.
It was not a part of her contract.
No, it was not. They tried to add it.
A part of her contract. That was the part.
Gabrielle did that stuff. And they even made Gabrielle do that stuff for free. And y'all know that girl wasn't making no daggone money back then. And she had to sit there and pay for her hair, makeup, travel, all on her own. Come on now, that wasn't right. And Monique had every right to say, I'm not doing this for free. No. I am a
Monique
do. It's for free on the front end, but it's not for free on the back end.
The free on the back end is not going to feed me on the front end.
On the back end, you don't make it on the front end.
You can't eat on the front end when you make the money on the back end. I am hungry all the way to the back end, so I need my money.
If you broke, you need the money now. But if you're not broke,
you
can afford to wait until you get it from the back end.
But she didn't need it at the time. At the time, she was an established actress, and she was doing her brother a favor.
She was establishing boundaries.
But like she said, well, if you're going to pay for these certain things. I'm not going to pay for me to travel outside of the state, outside of the country,
makeup,
and all this stuff to do this promotion for you.
Hotel,
when you're not paying. I'm just not going to show up to do it. I'm not going to show up. And she has the right not to. But why is a problem when Black women stand up for themselves? It's either I don't like their attitude or there's such and such. Nicki Minaj.
We're aggressive. We're so aggressive.
Like, because she stood up and said, I know I'm the best and I deserve more. Now you're ridiculing her. Now it's this, that, and the third. And now she got an attitude. Oh. No. If I know I'm good at my craft and I know what I'm worth, no.
But Monique is a good actress. I will never take that away from her. She is a great actress.
And she didn't deserve it.
Yet.
And Sherry Shepherd should have left it alone. And she should have been like, well, she acted well, or I didn't like her acting in this movie, or either I did. By you putting them talking about her attitude, girl, did she mention your titties?
Exactly. And she was like, and we know, and she's known to have an attitude.
Parker's reboot.
Yes.
Reboot the Parkers.
Yes.
Because
we do. Yes, we will watch.
And replay. I know all the lines for every show.
Yes, but
you know what? Came and played Kahoot with us over Rankin channel.
My favorite Parkers episode is the one with the clown, Tebow. When Tebow came up on the scene, Tebow.
You know what? I'm finna after we get off live, I'm finna go watch the Parkers.
Yes, oh my God,
the narcoleptic dog.
That show is so funny to me, and I think
remember when the narcoleptic dog. That was my favorite episode, and she thought that man dog was dead. That was because my daughter is like that. My daughter would go to sleep with a drop of a hat.
Ogilvy, Professor
Ogilvy. But Shady, you should have been over at Rankin Channel a couple of weeks ago. We played the Parkers Kahoot. You would have known. You would have dusted everybody then.
You put up the Parkers. You put up the Martin. I'm dusted, y'all. But I know every episode of Martin.
Oh, we had a.
It will not get boring to me because Monique and also Countess Vaughn they were gold together. They were gold.
Yep.
Me, I enjoyed the Parkers more than I enjoyed Moesha.
Yes.
It was a spinoff of Moesha, but I enjoyed the Parkers more, and I go back to the Parkers.
Because Brandy got on your nerves in Moesha. She was a little brat.
Brandy was doing too much, and the whole Ray J when he came and his storyline.
And he was the brother, cousin. It was just a lie. And then did we ever even find out what happened to Ray J when all they had was his shoe? That's how it ended.
I can't even tell you.
They found the pregnancy test inside the garbage. Little Kim was on there. Little Kim came with her dried up blonde ponytail, and she was sitting and they was holding Ray J's shoes, talking about it's his shoe.
I just feel like the last seasons, especially like with Girlfriends and all of that.
I'm so mad. I want that back as well. I want a reboot of Girlfriends.
They're always thrown together. I think Girlfriends deserves a real movie to tie it together.
Yes.
Hopefully they can get the cast and everybody.
Just like Sex and the City had one. We need a
but
girl.
Not for nothing. If you guys, because I'm a TV buff, I'm a TV lister. I'm the original couch potato. I watch everything that's on TV. I didn't see internationally, domestically. I watch international. I watch everything. So, but have you been watching Harlem? It's a series on the Amazon. It's on the Amazon network.
Oh, it's on Amazon.
It's Harlem on BMF. I'm behind on BMF.
Harlem is really good. Starring Megan Good about 4 ladies. It's like a black Sex in the City. It's like a black Sex in the City. It's really good.
But thank you,
okay, and Mase, please check your emails. Chef Don has been sending you emails.
I was checking them. I didn't get anything from because I was waiting for the email from Chef Don.
Send them to her DM. She'll get them.
But I did vote on the
we talk about for you to participate. We still want you to your funny self to do something.
All right, good. Because I'm gonna check the emails and if anything. But tell them if it didn't go through to please DM me.
Okay, maybe it's y'all know if it's BTS or Chef Don. I'm gonna let them know as soon as I get down from here. Thank y'all. Love y'all. And Sherry, shut up and mind your business. Because y'all know I can sit up here and talk with y'all all day long like we on the phone.
Shut up, Sherry.
Love y'all again. Bye.
Thank you, big girl. All right, so we got through everything. What do you think about the show tonight? Do you have anything that you want to finish talking about. Robert said it was Mouse sneaker, not
yeah, it was Miles, right? It wasn't Ray J, it was Miles. Miles was missing. Where is Miles? Like Brandy, they just ended. You know, they need to come back and have a.
Miles was weird looking to me, but he, you know, but what do you think, Mase?
Stop, because all I hear is him. I didn't want to keep my barbershop name, Martin. I just said where he was on Martin, he wanted to keep his barbershop name. It was
weird.
And then Miles, when he was dancing, Coy Boy.
Shout out to Miles. Shout out to Miles.
So you saying that Miles looked like the Chuck E. Cheese mascot?
I felt like he had a elongated face.
So you say he looked like the Chuck E. Cheese mascot?
I'm not saying that. I'm just saying he looked interesting on camera.
He did have interesting features.
I'm not saying I'm GQ or anything.
Right, you know, but Brandy as well. But Brandy grew into her eyes because her eyes was on the side of her head at one time. Like yeah, like and she did grow into her eyes. Brandy looks good. And, Brandy is very attractive. Brandy is one of the ones that's holding it down for the girls. And
for me, I will never forget Brandy for running, you know, that traffic incident that she had.
But that's when I started liking her. I think her vehicular manslaughter lifted her thing on, because I swear to God, I never liked Brandy. Like, with something about Brandy.
It's so funny to me how y'all let certain people get away with certain things.
And I liked Brandy. Never Say Never. That's my album. I still listen to it. I loved Moesha, but Brandy, I didn't like her. With something about her. But after she did that vehicular manslaughter, it's like something lifted off of her, and she became more. And I liked her personality, and I began to like her after that. So I think
after she killed somebody on the highway and got away with it.
It was an accident. It was vehicular manslaughter. It was an accident. But she knocked the guy's what's his name? His eye out from what's Marcus Houston in them group Immature. She the one why what's her name ain't got an eye.
She's accident prone. She's accident prone on.
She took out that guy eye with a book. She threw a book and took his eye
right with a seatbelt on, with a bob, happy because she got away with killing somebody and poking somebody.
This is not right. We shouldn't even.
So
we need to protect. What was the guy named? Not Romeo. What's the other light skinned one from Immature?
I know who you talk about from Immature, who got his eye poked out by Brandy.
It was her. Yeah, it was her. Brandy took his eye out.
Brandy poked his eye out. She also killed somebody on the highway. And Brandy is accident prone on other people. But, you know, I don't want to have Brandy's fans come against me.
This is not funny. And like I said, sometimes I cannot help but laugh.
People have died. People have lost their eyesight.
I laugh at the most peculiar thing. I'm like, she taking lives and eyes. Like, she taking eyes and lives.
But moving forward, Mase, let us. Batman was his name. Thank you, Sweet Pea. Thank you, Sweet Pea.
He took Batman's eye, and his eye was light. He had hazel eyes, and she took one of his hazel eyes.
So y'all know how I feel about Brandy. You know, I'm a Monica stan all the way to the death. I'm a Monica all day. You know, I'm Gunica, Team Gunica. But, you know, it is what it is. Mase.
I can't stop laughing. Stop. I gotta go.
Do you have any final thoughts on anything that we talked about tonight?
I think Chris Brown, you know, he likes the fairer skinned girls. So brown skinned girls, don't get gas thinking that he wants y'all because he's doing this video. It's as far as Wendy, hooray for Wendy. I want to see you outside with a new foot. I want to see a show. I want to see it all go down. What else did we talk about? Raz B and Ray J, you both can't fight. So both of you sat down. Yeah, like just stop. You both can't fight. I think it's the Dosh network that Ray J is working on. He's trying to come. I think
it was Romeo. Think girl said it was Romeo, not Batman.
Romeo. Romeo, right? It was Romeo, and I said Romeo.
Who did Brandy poke eye out? Who Brandy eye?
It was Romeo because Batman was Marcus Houston. And Romeo was Romeo, right? It was Romeo with the eye patch because it was Romeo and the one that we never knew his name. The other one, we still to this day we don't know his name.
It was Romeo.
Romeo got his eye torn out by Brandy. Brandy is taking lives.
Patch. Let me
Yeah, Romeo.
I hate to be messy and bring up old tea. I hate this. You know,
This is not an eye. It can never get old. You took somebody's eye. It don't get old.
Like she killed somebody. Beyond poking somebody's
well, they're not around to live without an eye. They're going like, but I'm living without an eye. So we have a problem. The person that she killed is dead. They dead and gone. They in heaven and hell. But the point is, this man is out here walking around here without an eye.
So we're gonna forget the murder. We're gonna forget murder. Brandy poked this man's eye out forever. She poked his eye out. Never say never.
Let me compose myself. This was a cranial infraction. She did
he should have sued the pants off of Ray J.
I would have sued Ray J, her mama,
the grandmother,
Willie Senior. And I could say she was mean.
Imagine being a grown man with the eye patch. You a black man with an eye patch. What type of job you gonna get?
He can't be a pirate. She gonna be a pirate. Well, he could be the new Captain Bayman for Captain Bay. But this is wrong on every level because they said Brandy was mean and Brandy tossed that book and took that boy eye out, and it was a light eye. This wasn't a regular old black brown eye. It was a light hazel eye that she done took out.
And you took out his eye and then apologized. It's supposed to be okay.
It's not okay.
Let's move forward.
I'm coming for your tonsils. You took my eyes. You took my eyes, which I'm taking your tonsils. I'd have been in her throat. You wouldn't have been singing.
Are we wrong?
You wouldn't have been singing nothing.
She did poke his eye out.
But you wouldn't have been singing. Brandy wouldn't have been singing shit. Because I was reaching down her throat. It wasn't alleged. It was true. They said she threw a book. The corner of the book hit the boy's eye. And took his damn eye out, but I would have took that post tonsils.
That's not what I heard.
As soon as I got healed,
that's what I heard. She was flailing something in her arms.
They said it was a book. They said she threw the book,
and it flew to his eye, and then poked his eye out.
Child, all I gotta say is,
y'all gonna do more than apologize. Y'all gonna pay me for the rest of my life.
Y'all take it. I don't know what type of. Maybe they did get a settlement. You don't know, like what type of. You know, behind the scenes.
So I think from what I was told, he let it go. He let it go.
I'm not letting go of my eye.
It was Brandy. She's a sweetheart. But then after she poked this man's eye out, she killed somebody on the highway. What happened? What happened, boo?
Eyes and lives are not safe around Brandy.
I mean.
And I like Brandy now. I think Brandy is stunning. She looks beautiful for her age. Brandy looks great. You know, she has that daughter, Soraya. Like I think her daughter's starting to sing now.
Will you let her drive your children to
anywhere? Nope. Get Brandy off the highway. She shouldn't even took this picture behind this wheel with this bob. She's looking with the bob is sending me. It's the smile. It's the bob. Like girl, like.
Let's move on because we already at 2 hours. But I want to thank everybody.
This was fun, and this was funny because you know this is all jokes here. Don't take any of this shit serious. We like to have fun here. We just you know, but Brandy did take an eye on her life. You know what I'm saying? But we're gonna make light of the situation. Like he made light of
everybody for coming on our channel. Make sure you hit the like button. Subscribe to our channel, donate to our channel. Y'all see where the money going. The money's going towards new production, new everything. So make sure I'm putting the cash out down below. Make sure y'all hit us up in the cash out to show support.
And we gotta start tagging my outfits too because this is Fashion Nova. The bodies by Mase.
Put her outfits on Instagram, so y'all make sure y'all follow the Instagram for the outfit reveal, and make sure if y'all ain't got the cash funds, I know y'all saving for Beyonce tickets.
Hit the like.
Hit the like button. It's free.
Hit the like. Tell a friend to tell a friend.
It is free. Tell a friend. Share our videos, and we appreciate all of you. We appreciate Simone LaBouche for coming on, and Thick Girl for coming on, and we want to encourage anybody to come on our channel when we go live. We're going to go live every Saturday around 8-ish. So be
Yes.
on the
And
lookout
thanks
for
for Hello,
us.
it's Chris. Thanks for Hello, it's Chris. Thanks to Cleo for stopping by. Make It Make Sense stop by. My auntie Robin Hampton stopped by. We want to thank all of y'all. We truly appreciate you guys for coming out and hanging with us. You know, it means a lot to us.
We love y'all. We appreciate y'all. And we're going to be back next week to do it all again. And we're also going to be back on Tuesday for the Potomac review on Princess's channel.
Yes, and don't forget to catch me on All Rise on Nola Reed's channel. Please check out Nola Reed's on Thursday. So we'll be back with All Rise. We took an intermission this Thursday, but we will be back.
For some reason, I feel like y'all still had a show.
Oh, we did? I don't think so. I think because Nola is enjoying herself. Nola's down to the Mardi Gras.
Oh, I did see her partying.
She is down to the Mardi Gras. And she is enjoying herself, having a good old time. So hopefully our good sis will be back and safe, and we will get it popping on All Rise on Thursday.
Yes, ma'am. And y'all make sure y'all like, comment, subscribe to our video. Some y'all are saying that y'all want us to review Power Book. We're definitely going to consider it. It's coming out March 17th.
And also, can y'all please drop down in the comments and let us know what you think about Growing Up Gospel? Maybe we'll review that because I think that's an interesting show. It's something new.
Let us know what do y'all want us to review? What's popping? What do y'all want to see? What do y'all want to see besides, what we're already talking about? So, and also, if y'all want to DM us any topics that you think we might not know about, or if you just want to DM us, you can DM Mase MARROW on Instagram. You can also DM myself, Shady Room on Instagram, if you ever want to just share a topic. So we always see it. So Mase, you have anything else to say before we end the show with our?
No, I just want you guys to subscribe, hit the like button, please share. And also check out us on IG. I'm at Mase_MARROW, and I'm also turning them hoes into housewives on Mase_Cooked, putting up those good old, recipes and showing your little slunting. And check out Shady Room on Instagram. He's gonna keep you laughing with all the videos because that Tommy video. Because I even see the other part where how she had that little man in the house doing dishes, talking about she's not finished
yet. She had
yet.
him cooking and then put a restraining order out on him after she kicked him out the house. But you had him in your house cooking
And cleaning and
scrubbing. It's confusing. It's weird. But I did see your meatball. You were doing like meatballs on the stove.
Yes, I had to put my 7. I'm 7% Italian. So when I got my DNA back, so I had to put my 7% of Italian in the meatballs.
Don't give up your 97% black now.
No, I'm 30-something%. I'm from Cameroon. I'm Nigerian. I'm mostly Nigerian. I'm 36% Nigerian. I'm 27% Cameroonian. I'm 7% Italian, 7% Irish, 2% Wales, and I think from Mali and Benin and Togo. The rest.
Well, that's from the slave master raping your ancestors. So we're just gonna move forward from there. We're just gonna move forward from there. And
I feel violated.
When people brag about, I'm 3% British.
I was excited that I was from Cameroon because the first. I was excited I was from Cameroon because I'm a fan of RuPaul's Drag Race and BB Sahara. Because when I fell in love with BB. And she's from Cameroon. So when I found out I was Cameroonian, I was excited. So I'm excited about the Cameroonian.
Be excited about your blackness. Don't be excited about the slave master.
Yes, I'm excited about being Cameroon. I'm from Cameroon. I'm an original sister. I am from the motherland.
We'll see y'all next week. Make sure y'all like, comment, and subscribe. And we'll see you next time. Bye, y'all.